What do I have to do here? Hit start on Podbean?
Yeah.
Difficult.
Now this thing will work.
And now, those guys from Wichita. What you're witnessing is
Technical difficulties.
maybe a little bit of technical difficulties. The cast didn't show up. We forgot the show was going to happen.
Oh, we started talking about cars.
We started talking about sooner red cars.
And, yeah, we're waiting for the phone to work here.
Well, it's coming.
And this is
Reload.
my best impression of Inside the Actors Studio.
Hi.
This
I'm
little
Dick.
memorial service for James Lipton.
Hi, I was going to say Dick Lipton for some reason.
Jimmy Lipton.
Jimmy Lipton.
Good to have you here. I heard that you're the producer of Jurassic Park Lost World 8.
Yes, it was a film I've been dreaming of a lot of years.
Farm-to-table dinosaurs, tell me more.
It's a fresh meat.
Okay.
Tougher than you would think, but with the sear, it's great.
A lot of times inside the Actors Studios, we'll have like a back and forth, a question-answer. I'll ask the question, you answer. A lot of times it'll be about acting or movie producing.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, what's going on? Fire away, or am I firing back?
No, I'm going to be asking the questions you're going to be answering.
Okay, I'm not
interviews
asking no questions, though.
You're kind of starting off bad by doing it right now.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I won't ask any more. Yeah, I understand.
Perfect. Okay. You've seen What Women Want.
Yes.
You know the actor Mel Gibson.
Duh.
His anti-Semitism, should that keep him from making more films?
No. I think we evolve in this industry as both people and actors, and sometimes you get stuck in a role maybe, and I think maybe that happened to him, and he seems to be coming back around to like the Lethal Weapon Mel Gibson we all loved.
There's an article I'm reading here from the New York Times where Mel Gibson is quoted as saying, "I'd like to Jew pick all the fucking Jews in Hollywood with a sword of God."
I believe that was a time on alcohol and a bad point in his life.
He was high.
He was a high.
On God.
He's evolved and learned from his ways, I believe. Maybe not either, but damn fine actor.
I Believe. That's a great song by Mercy Me, the Christian rock band.
Okay.
Do you enjoy Christian rock?
I dabble. Only when I'm stuck and maybe I can't finish figuring out how I want to set up a scene.
Do you ever double dabble?
I dibble dabble. I've never double dabbled.
That's a penalty. Did it go? Damn it. Can we not make anything work?
I feel like I want to take some blame for it, but I didn't do anything.
Well, first it wasn't playing at all out of the thing. Now it's just dead.
I mean, yeah, it's not playing loud like it was out of there, but it's not playing
at all
in there either. So
let's turn the Bluetooth off. That's probably it.
Oh, duh. Is it your thing?
It's my dongle.
Is your dongle bad?
Got a bad dongle, bud.
I don't think. Oh, here.
I might have another dongle up there. Let's try that.
Let's try that dongle, bud.
I think that's a dingle.
Got a little water in there from jerking off in the shower. This part doesn't.
I think you've broken the phone. Go take it. Put some compressed air in there. Had a guy at work do that with a fuel line. Come to find out that'll blow up a fuel pump.
Yeah.
Also, dump gas on a Mexican friend.
And I'll be in and out like a demon whisper. It's got a blow.
Got the blow of God.
It's kind of quiet.
That's good. It's got a blow in it.
Well, in Wichita, Kansas.
Discovery, Roger, go ahead, problem.
Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around.
Thanks, Sarah. Some people heard it, some saw it, but the big question is, what is it?
Oh, shit.
Those Guys from Wichita.
The loud boom, Wichita police say, was not an explosion.
It's Those Guys from Wichita.
Some say it sounded like a bomb.
It's Those Guys from Wichita.
One thing that is clear, the loud noise heard by many. In Wichita,
Those Guys from Wichita. It's Those Guys from Wichita.
That's how you make sound come out. That's how you make the noise.
I'm going to say that was under 4 minutes it took to get that going.
Hey,
That's
our old
not
intro
bad.
was 20. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
we're actually shorter now. That's even with the James Lipton impromptu
And malfunctions.
trying
and,
to restart a phone thinking that was the problem.
Just blow the pee out of it.
Typically, they say turn it off and turn it back on again. And I was just trying to cover. I mean,
Next time you feel like I'm not working, would you blow me?
I'm sorry, man. None of that goes on the permanent record, so it doesn't really matter. That's
Okay.
that's just all for the true fans to listen
The
to.
livers got
The
us.
lives got it. So
Well, hopefully you're
no,
going
I mean I'm going to put it in on the podcast.
the regular
'cause
one.
Why
Okay.
would I edit it?
Well,
But
yeah, and plus the James Lipton thing. You don't want to miss that.
I've never done James Lipton, and now we have.
Nailed it.
I waited.
I've never listened
a week
to him,
too
but
long. I could have sent it to him. And somewhere
Well,
up in heaven, he's
I
looking
feel like
down.
you still can.
He's looking down and he's smiling, which is nice. Speaking of looking down and smiling, today is March 4th, 2020, and if you're looking down on us, you're looking down on us on Facebook Live or on Twitch Live or on YouTube Live or on Periscope Live. All those live places are places you could look at us. Look down on us.
News!
If you're just listening, a lot of people do that. I mean, that's how podcasts and radios and all that was started. It's a theater of the mind, they'd say. Or like TV for the blind.
We look a lot better on TV for the blind, for
Yeah,
sure.
We're actually the best running, we're like the longest running show on TV for the blind.
Oh, yeah.
It actually takes 10 pounds off.
It does. We sound thinner and act
Well, that's
thinner.
why Skinman got voted best looking actor on
TV for the
TV
blind.
for the blind.
Which we're actually doing
They don't
very
know
well
any
in.
better.
You can listen to us live on TV for the blind on Mixler.com/Falcon FM or on Podbean Live, Podbean.com Live. Just search for shows on Podbean.
I call it It's Podbean.
I don't know. It's kind of a confusing
It
place.
is Podbean Live. You
Podbean
nailed it.
Live.
That's
You should
Podbean.
find it. Yeah, we've been doing this show every Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time for the past, few years. Before that, it was 9 to 11 for about 5 years. And before that, we were just whispering to each other in some room for 3 or 4 years. So we've been at it a long time. Typically, this room is filled with other miscreants like us, but it appears tonight either family obligations or lack of resources or who knows what the reason. We're going to dive into a
I
couple.
feel like we're going to gain a family member soon.
we might gain
That
one.
or the neighbors are shooting again.
So I am Conrad. I'm the host. I'm joined across from me tonight by the owner of this plantation and house that Casey built, the fucking podcast studio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Coach Casey.
Hey guys, what's up?
It's a smaller clap tonight.
That's okay. I don't need it. You know what? I wish you'd cancel my clap. I've never earned a clap.
We should do something different for you.
Maybe just like
clap for the deaf.
yeah, exactly. Or like the 2-finger thing or something.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that.
No. Chicken dance you.
Yes. Oh man, if you guys would chicken dance me on an
Chicken
intro.
dance you. That way, the deaf people that listen would love it.
Oh, that's
We're
their
number
favorite.
3 on radio for deaf.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
A
Out
lot
the
of. I mean, everybody's on it.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
big
why
list.
wouldn't you be on the radio for the deaf?
Most listened to.
So you're telling me that the deaf are down with number 3?
Yeah, we made it to number 3. We've climbed up. To number 3.
I think it meant number 3.
No, we're fine. Not number 3 like you're thinking. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, he was just taping a special across the hall. It was about how to drink multiple sizes of Pepsi. You know him. You love him. He's got a tweed hat on with a million stickers and buttons. It is Andy. But it's going to get a salute. That's for people watching.
Well,
He's in Discord mode.
he is. He's
trying to
setting
get
up.
Chip
we
on.
miss Chip. We need people. We're short staffed.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about.
I love that he came in and went straight to work, though. He didn't even
Didn't introduce himself. Didn't he talk to the crowd?
hire. If you're not hiring this guy, you're dumb.
He's always about
Before he
work.
clocks in, he's in here setting up.
What are you looking for, bud?
Oh, you need the dongle. The other dongle, because we took the dongle.
But he's not. Does that work for your phone? Okay, that's fine.
Are you an iPhoner?
I think you just need the. I think it's hanging down. It's what stank on the hang low right there, bud. That gray one hanging low. Yeah. Put a little stank on that hang
Never
low.
mind. Don't hire me. Interrupt shows while they're going live.
It started out good.
It
Now
did.
we realize why Excel got rid of him.
Yep. Nailed it.
Can't just keep coming into these meetings, Andy, and poking around.
And then asking questions.
The answer's right there, son. We'll talk to Andy in a bit, possibly.
Maybe he's still got some setting up to do.
We're getting Chip on the phone, and then that'll give me more people. I got to have at least 4 or 5 that I can talk to, at once. It makes it easier for me. So
You can shoot different ideas.
Shoot.
Get somebody to agree with something at all times.
that is the goal. And a lot of times it's hard with
You
my
need
takes.
5
I need 4 or
sometimes.
5. I can't just have one guy because then it will never work. Speaking of never working, this guy's up in the corner. He usually works on a limerick every week. Last week I blew right by it, didn't even ask for it. I know he's pissed about that. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got a PSA for you tonight. It's Skinman.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Hey, wait, do you want music? You deserve it. Now that I got the phone to work, let's play it. Let's see. News theme? No, we'll use Andy's.
If drunk me said or did something, you got to take it up with drunk me. Don't come at sober me. We weren't there. We don't know what happened.
Perfect. That's Skinman, everybody.
That's actually describes him.
I know. That's what I asked if he wrote it. He said no, he stole it, which is also describes him. But
yes, I was going to say.
Much of the jokes that
describes
we
him
tell,
more.
yeah, are going to be like that. Yeah, Andy is here. Casey, Skinman, thank you guys for being here. Obviously, Casey doesn't have much of a choice because even when he's sick, he's still at his house.
Yep.
So he kind of feels like a dick watching us through the wall.
And not being here.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine if you wanted to, but I appreciate you coming in, and I appreciate Andy making the effort. I know he was having a big evening at an 8th grade, something for 8th graders, which is
that was canceled.
always hot.
Oh, it's
good.
canceled. He was just late then. Never. God. Things are adding up, Andy.
There was 2 meetings. One I didn't know about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Secret, yeah, there was actually a pre-meeting that ran long, and that's why the post-meeting wasn't. I mean, it was supposed to be. Anyways, good to be here, guys.
I think
Ladies
it's
and
time
gentlemen,
we brought up your
He
problem.
was just
you had with
taping a
Pepsi.
special across the hall.
No.
It was on how to get a great haircut.
Nailed
You
it.
know him, you love him. It's quarter zip, non-hoodie time. It's Smoothie.
Yeah. It's chilly in here.
It's a little chilly. Well,
nippy.
my muscles are tight. You know, I told Casey, keep it low.
Yeah.
Keep it low in here. I want to. And Skinman was having some neck issues when I arose, so we're trying to ice that down.
Yeah.
He smoked pot, so he's fine now. But
Oh, good. Good. That's an anti-inflammatory.
yeah, he should be.
I hear
fine.
great things.
Not really pot. It's
Yeah,
dab.
CB dubs.
It's CBD oil with pot in it.
Yeah.
it's CBD oil with a little THC.
Yeah,
little TLC,
not
THC.
pot. Speaking of that, speaking of CBDs, I got to drive a different direction into town tonight. I went through Hayesville, the heart of Kansas, I used to call it when I lived here.
Like the hard on a
The
Kansas.
knee pit, but okay.
Butthole
I've
of
heard it
Kansas.
called a lot of other things.
Dude, what caught my attention was that family video has got to be a record-breaking family video. It's 2020, and the fucking parking lot is packed. Not only that, Marco's Pizza, somehow, that sells $80 pizzas.
And they're horrible.
They'll give you the worst shits and the worst gas of your life instantaneous. You'll be eating a piece of Marco's Pizza.
I've actually, she
And then
brought
shit
that,
your
she brought
socks.
that in movies home one time and I ate the DVD.
You will feel your asshole open up as you eat it. Like, what is this feeling? And a bubble will start in your tummy, and all of a sudden, air and shit and everything just falls out. Like, this is my first piece. And then you're like, it couldn't have been the pizza. It had to have been something else. And then the next time, you'll make the mistake again. I got a free coupon. I get a free rental. This is smart.
That's
Let's go
where
buy an
high
$80.
pressure gas.
Let's go buy an $80 movie and get a free rental.
Because something about the gas from those pizzas will actually push you up off of your chair.
It's amazing. And I drove by and said, well, I can't wait to drive by and see Family Video boarded up. That's going to make me, because I've lost so much money
Son of a bitch!
and
the
hours
full parking lot.
perusing the aisles of Family Video, wasting, the younger years of my life. I would go down to Family Video on my off time, and that was my pastime, just to go cruise. It was basically like scrolling through Netflix, but I didn't have Netflix. So I'd spend a moment in one aisle, scroll, romance. You know what? I guess I wouldn't categorize this as romance, but let me read the back. All right. Okay.
You ever peruse back to the adult entertainment section?
Bud, yeah. I rented an adult DVD at this one. Yeah, I did.
What?
I did. They don't even have an adult section. So I was the one perv that rented. Everybody had to have known that this one movie was like one of those softcore Cinemax style movies.
Eyes Wide Shut's not
And I
considered.
mix it in with, Freddy Got Fingered or something. Like, these are all the same, right?
But that's softcore. Have you gone into the hardcore section?
They didn't have it at this one. I don't
The
think.
You
Hayesville
sure
one?
about it? Because they usually hide it back in the corner.
I know what you're thinking. Hayesville, yeah, they got something in there. That's
The
hardcore.
Derby one does. I'm not sure about the
No,
Hayesville.
they don't have one, dude.
He would.
Oh,
know. He
I would
know.
know.
Good wholesome families then.
You know when people were like picketing, why are we having adult videos at Family Video?
Right.
Why weren't we? Is what
I
he
was the one being like, where is that thing that people are picketing?
Yeah.
I've been here.
I'm looking around all these aisles every night.
And I hang out here to pick up
He was
kids.
the one with the sign that says "Screw these guys."
They're like, that's at the Derby one. It's like, so you guys don't have it. Okay, that's good.
I was the guy driving
Would
by,
you?
not planning on stopping in. Then I saw the picketing against adult videos, and I said, "Oh shit! I didn't know they had those.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
swing on in here real quick."
Because that was
Then
really.
you just walk out like this.
I mean, other than the
That's-
convenience of being able to watch whatever you want, whenever you want, for as long as you want, over and over again for one low fee. Other than that, what really put rental stores out of business was the fact that you could drive by a Blockbuster and be like, "Fuck it, let's go get a movie." Get a card with an ID a fake ID, a school ID, and know that you're never coming to that Blockbuster again. And somehow Blockbuster or Family Video hadn't figured out how to like sync up people's names into different databases. So as long as you knew you just couldn't go to that location again, you could get 20 or 30 Blockbuster videos completely for like $2 each. Other than that, I mean, that's really what put it out of business. And the convenience of watching films from home at your leisure that are also on your phone.
And DVDs being $9. I mean, when they first
Yeah.
came out, they were a lot more expensive.
Well, I guess that's true too. The price of DVDs, which I don't know, I haven't checked on that recently.
Yeah, I don't know the last DVD I bought.
I guess they're still out there because Family Video is still going, but I'm not sure. So Mexico's not here because fucking Skinman fleeced him on a piece of shit. Let's talk about that.
Oh, God damn it!
Let's talk about that. Mexico told me, he sent me a message today. Hey, I'm not going to be there tonight. Let's see. I won't be there tonight fixing cars, so I have more than one between the three of us. I said, that sucks. Yeah, and it sucks that I'm down to one good car after paying $3,000 for another one a few days ago. But that's life. Time to suck it. Should have paid Andy to drive me around for a few months. I said, just go to Falcon Point and scream, bud. I know I have a few bullets in here somewhere. They're still in a box that I have not unpacked. Just give the Monopoly guy Zach a bunch of shit tonight, please.
The Monopoly guy.
And I said, just tell him to give you the money back and take back that pile of shit. He said, no, I'm going to go pour more money into it that I don't have and to fix it, hopefully. I just hoped I have enough to go gambling later this month. I already bought a $50 sensor. I don't even know how to spell sensor. I think that might be it. If not, there are a few more $50 sensors that I can try. I left it at that. Zach, any comment on selling Mexico
Buyer beware.
A lemon? Isn't there a lemon law?
No, why would
There
you?
is a lemon law.
First off, why would you ever buy a car from Skinman?
Once Skinman bought the Titan,
That
you
thing
got to
was-
know that everything that he had before is not running.
Well, he started taking
TikTok, bitches.
well, he started taking pieces off the Jeep and putting them on the fucking Titan. He's like, that belt was one of my favorite belts. It's going with it.
That's a lot of money on that belt.
Fuck yeah, it is. He just
It'll
replaced
fit on the
it
Titan.
7 years ago.
Do
It
you
was a
have-
new belt
is-
7 years ago.
Do you have any guilt on the fact that possibly your transaction with Mexico has led him to no longer be part of the show?
Well, just to peel back the curtain before I get fired, Mexico and I were texting back and forth the other night, and he was sending me.
You got to pump the gas when you start it.
'Cause,
I
duh.
mean, you got to pump the gas. You got to click the blinker
Have we
8
not
times.
seen him out there, the hood up? I mean, lately it hasn't been, but for 2 years of the first year of the show when he started the car, the hood was, I mean, we
He's
knew.
always doing all kinds of stuff. Heating the door up with a torch.
It's cold out. I got to switch the spark plug wires, you know?
Yeah, you got to go backwards. The cylinders actually run opposite on this year.
Well, it's a leap year. Duh, Jeep.
It only
It's-
starts with in reverse.
Anyways,
Well, sometimes to warm it up, I do a mile in reverse, and then the transmission usually
then it'll
goes into
slip.
drive.
Yeah,
It'll
it'll be
go slip
anti-slip.
into
Yeah.
drive.
So, aside from the truth, there was a lot of texting back and forth, and then he was sending me videos. It's like, this might be the problem, and then I'll send him a picture of a dog that sounds like it's talking, and then he'll send me another text of a question on why isn't it running.
Right. But
And-
legitimate question.
I had texted back, it's like, the battery was new in November.
Of 16.
No, just last November.
Okay, so that shouldn't be a battery issue. You wouldn't think. But you did take it out of a boat, which is a problem.
And then he would text another video of, could this be the problem? And then, you know, the different memes with all the kittens and the ropes.
The one where George Bush is eating
I
the
sent him that
kitten.
video.
Yeah.
And so he's looking for answers, and I'm sending him
So do you
helpful
think you know what's
videos.
wrong with it? That's a question. He might be listening. I don't know. He might be hooking his phone up trying to get the thing to start, too, by using the power of his cell
He
phone.
had
I don't know.
bought a crank positioning sensor.
That sounds easy.
And to get to it, you have to have extensions between, well, me and you.
Right, because it's actually below the rear seat. You have to.
No, it's on top of the bell housing.
Okay, that's fine.
And
You got to
can't
get it from the
your
front.
hand in between the. There's.
So what you're telling me is he's going to get a $50 sensor, but he will be out $380 in tools.
No, he already got that because of the BMW.
The tools?
Yeah, to pull the axle out of the BMW.
Right.
That's where all those extensions came from.
Now, is that bell you're speaking of, is that aftermarket or was that stock? Did you put that bell on yourself?
That's a stiffened bell, isn't it?
Oh, the belt?
You said bell housing, right?
Bell housing. Did you put a new bell housing
I've never
on?
owned a Jeep, so I don't know if they come standard with bells.
I don't think they're on an Equinox. I don't think they're on an Equinox. They don't have bell housings.
That could be the problem.
Yeah. You don't need extensions.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'd put the silver bells on it.
I don't know, but I know that he'll call me to talk about tonight and give me funny stories about, the failures and fuck ups that he's made throughout the week. He called me earlier this week, told me that Pete Buttigieg dropped out of the presidential race, and we had a good laugh about that for a while because he called me as Pete Buttigieg, and I thought this is good. He's in a good mood. Today, when it's just text and no call, I kind of got a little worried.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know how mad he is. Totally. I would say if I was to rank it in biscuits, like a former person of this show used to do, I might say it's 4 biscuits mad. Maybe.
Out of how many biscuits?
We don't know.
Again, it's still inconclusive.
Well, I would say you should give 2 biscuits, Skinman, about this because they forced that.
Sold him a fucking vehicle that's powered by.
They forced that sale on you.
Did you have your wife bring you QT kitchens?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, honey. They forced him to sell this Jeep to him. He didn't want to sell it. I mean,
she's not going on the trip though, right?
No. God, no. No, why would we bring somebody helpful like that with us that would take care of us and do shit anytime we want?
Yeah, you stay at home, babe. You need a break.
She runs her life.
She probably does enjoy just having a little bit of time off.
From me? Yeah. She gets the front TV when I'm gone. That's why show night's like her favorite night. She gets the front TV.
Well, she can finally watch that Firehouse.
She gets a vacation from your ass is what she gets.
I feel bad because I didn't have any part of this. I know that Mexico is trying to get a couple vehicles going because I know Matilda's getting ready to start driving. And
no, she drove at home.
Okay, she's driving. Mexico's still got to drive. I don't know if I'm clocking it. Maybe 10,000 miles a week. And then Becky also, I think, is driving the same. So I was kind of curious how it was going to turn out. I get buying used. Not everybody can go out and buy an
How many miles were on
$80,000
that?
King Ranch.
188,000.
That's barely used.
Yeah,
I'm not really sure
just
how
broken
I
in.
remember that, but
Well, because you had the Craigslist ad typed up 88,000, 188, clean, good running, sometimes rough to start.
Might find a couple knives.
1,500 Mexico. Oh, three.
no, the amount of weapons I pulled out of that son of a bitch was, surprising to me. It was half a box.
I do want to do a little research real quick on what like a 90.
What year was it?
99.
Now these things, Jeep people are weird, man. That's where Mexico, he succumbs to the Jeep person because Jeep people will pay anything for a Jeep. It doesn't matter. You could tell them has 1 million miles on it. They'll say, yeah, that's nice.
Was it a sport or?
Police package.
Make sure you put police package.
Just Google police packages.
I think it was classic.
Classic police
Because
package.
it didn't have
Classic with a K.
luggage rack on top.
It's a Jeep thing.
Classic. No.
That's it. That's how you spell it.
I missed an S. Shut up.
Well, you're as dumb as I am.
I mean,
There you go. I think Edmonds.
well, that's a 2020.
You can save as much as $934 buying new, though.
You could have got a new one for 25,000.
It's not bad.
I don't know. I'll do a little research. I'll try to find something.
Do some research. I'll tell you what may be a little bit more reliable. As I was cruising around Heston today, I got lucky enough to take my daughter out to a little father-daughter lunch date at Burger Garage, which is always fun. They're the kind of burger house that has somehow figured out how to sell 1/8 pound meat. So they really They're really getting their money's
Just
worth.
a slice of beef.
It's like, is this pepperoni? Oh, that's the beef, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wafer thin.
This is great. How much was it? $7.39. Okay. All right. For this, oh no, corn dog's $3.
Corn dog.
This is great. Okay, thanks. I'll eat it all. It should be fine. This will be good. Is this a slider? Did I get the slider version? Oh no, that's the carnivore. Really? That's crazy. Okay. Sure. So as I leave, I look to my right. I don't see anything. Look to my left. But because I'm fucking smart and a good driver and I don't fucking murder people, I look to my right again. And I'm lucky I did, because that's when I witnessed probably the most reliable source of transportation that I nearly killed. One of those lay down 3-wheeled bikes was right beside me. And I was so close. And as low as my car is, somehow this 3-wheeled bike is even lower. And you will, if they don't have that flag, which I was lucky enough to catch in just the peripherals, like just the little flicker of that flag. I was like, what the fuck? And then I noticed the front wheel. Oh, here he comes. He's coming around me. I was going to roll over him. And you won't hear him scream. Those guys they've always got the biggest helmets in the world on.
Was your signal on?
Yeah, but he didn't know, because he must have fucking propped up right beside me. I mean, in Heston, you don't have to signal till you get to the intersection. So a lot of times I won't do it until I've made a decision.
I don't know if that's a Heston thing.
I think it's
Here's my turn.
Well, you'll get there like, should I go left, right?
Sonic's open.
Okay, left. And I about ran him over. I didn't, though. But then I started thinking, as far as bike design goes, what is this guy getting out of this? Because it's not exercise. You can't sit in a lounge chair propped, 3/4 in zero gravity position. Because you've seen it. You've seen the fat ladies that have the little pedal bikes underneath their desk, and they say, "I'm just doing it because I like to get exercise while I work, and just sitting here all day. Sometimes it's just nice to get my legs moving." It's like, wow.
Yeah. She's not fooling anyone. She's warming up that snatch for somebody's lunch.
Maybe so, but you can't. It's not working. You've had that thing under there. You've replaced it 3 times, and you're not staying trim. It's not working anymore. And then you'll see the guys that do the work on the stand-up ones. Maybe it's a little bit better. It's a little bit more like a bike. You had a little bit more quad stuff in there, adjust the tension. You could Peloton it a little bit. This thing is completely zero gravity massage chair style. You're set back. I know there's no tension on that, because if you've ridden, it's basically like riding a child's bike. So if you jumped on like a 20-inch your kid's bike, that thing you can pedal all day. There's no tension when you're laying back, so there's no exercise benefit. Visibility is a huge issue. You'll get run over, even with the flag. Anytime you got to put a flag on something so somebody might not kill you, probably a bad idea, I would think. You don't have to put on a car. There's not a lot of cars running around with gigantic flags. Why do you have that flag? Because I might get run over. Not a lot of that's happening.
I'm going to get you a flag for your
So
truck.
at what point, because here's where I get, bicycles were made where we didn't have it quite figured out at the beginning. You might remember some cartoon drawings. Yeah, where they'd have the fucking bricks where they're rolling around Flintstone style. No pedals.
The 10-foot tire in the front, the
Yeah,
6-inch
then
tire
some
in the
guy's like,
back.
I got a fucking great idea. Let's make a ginormous front tire. Ooh, that's hard to stay on, though. Let's get a littler one back here. Yeah. Which one turns? Well, obviously the back one. Well, that seems weird. How do we do
How
it?
about neither? Just lean.
Well, you turn left, and it makes you go right. Once you master that, you should be able to go that and reaching the pedals. Okay. You know what, boss? You've been designing bikes for 8 years, and you've done a great job. And I've seen a lot of fucking Nimrods out there driving this one-wheeled behemoth, and they seem to love it. I mean, other than clipping their heads on trees as they're driving by and shit like that, people seem to be getting along pretty good. Question, can we maybe lower that front tire? Maybe half the size. Maybe make the back tire equal and just have 2 tires about the same, and then turn the front one. Just a question.
Dumb.
I gotta say, let's try it.
No.
I'm gonna make my own bike.
That would be dumb of you.
Hey, fucking call me dumb. Call Johnny Schwinn the dumbest guy in the world. I'll see you later.
Nobody.
Go make my fucking...
Mr. Schwinn, good luck with your
Yeah.
career.
I go out and make my tires equal. Everything's good. I got my fucking click. I start saying, this is perfect. I can't do anything. You know what I could do? I'll add gears. Fuck it. Sometimes it's fun. Go faster. Put some gears on it. I'm adding shit to it. But other than that, it's basically the same forever. At what point did some jackass then stand up and say, whoa, you think you got it mastered? What if you can lay down and bike? Mr. Schwinn's like, bud, good luck. Get the fuck out of my office. We make 2 wheels, same size, Go back and talk to my big wheel friend that used to make the big front wheel, and you guys can figure it out. He did. They made the 3-wheel one. Now you have to be over 60 for some reason to buy one.
Oh, in Wichita you'll see some younger people, but maybe in the small
They're
town.
stolen though.
Oh, that's
Wichita,
true.
it's just bad neighborhood. It's usually gang signs. But you'll see older guys on these, and every one of them is out of shape. You've never seen like, oh my god, look at that fucking Dolph Lundgren.
That guy laying down is fit.
Brad Pitt lounging and biking at the same time?
Wow, that's crazy. Now you'll drive like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I'm gonna mush him. I'm gonna go ahead and mush him. And you don't, but that's what you feel, right? Anyways, Skinman should have sold fucking Mexico that rather than what he sold him. That's the whole point of it. There's really no point to it. There never is.
That's a shortcut by way of Omaha.
I know. I get irritated when I see oddities in the world. Does that bother you? Like I don't mind looking out and seeing a bunch of kids, youngsters out on bikes. That don't bother me. I don't mind seeing an old lady walking a dog. That's fine. Sometimes I question it, but that's fine. That's her life.
I do have the Blue Book value range, so I mean,
well, what's fair? I'd say it's in fair shape. It looked
fair
good.
market range. I don't remember what all options.
I'd say
I
only run for 3 days probably puts it in the lower.
That
end
is, but this
of-
one had 170,000 miles on it, not 188.
Okay.
Doesn't say it's a one owner or anything, but this was just what I just went off quick parameters.
Yeah, fair's right there. $3,000.
Typical listing, 3846.
Is that police package?
I did classic 4-wheel. I did.
Oh, that's not police. Yeah, that's going to get you up in the 8s.
It doesn't give you that option. I did almost the loaded.
Did you find the 3-wheel bike prices?
I'm working on that now.
Okay.
I found this place to look them up.
Make sure you put police package for that too. I think a lot of these guys are police packages. I get it, Eric. Sometimes you just want to be different. And sometimes working out, if I can't run a 5-minute mile, which I can't run a 5-minute mile, it's like, well, why try?
Right.
Why don't I just get a fucking sick ass lay down bike? Then I'll get the attention that a 5-minute mile runner gets. Wow.
I'm completely there with you. I can't speak as eloquently as you can upon the subject because it's
been a while since
it just
you've seen
irritates you. No, I saw one literally yesterday, and it
Same guy, probably
pissed me off because it was 2 people biking and 1 person on the tricycle thing.
You can't be part of the biker gang. That's like being on a scooter.
He was part of the biker gang, but not only that, we're cruising down this road that's got like an 8-foot bike lane and then a regular lane. On the highway, it's like 65 miles an hour. And one of the dipshits in a bicycle was riding right on the line, kind of swerving into the lane to kind of protect the guy on the tricycle.
Because they'll always have
like
that one mirror
Yeah.
on their fucking. It's like a dentist mirror.
Yeah. And they have the attitude, the attitude of, hey, we have all the same rights and whatever so you have to go around. Which I'm kind of like, well, okay, but if I hit you, I'm going to go sorry, and you're going to be shitting in a bag for the next 30 years of your life. So you can stand by that.
Bikers do have that attitude. I mean, if you're a serious biker, you think that you own the road. It's kind of like women UFC fighters that think that they can compete with men.
And it's a.
You give me that thing, and I'll start riding.
It's a further compartmentalization to try to be special, because not only was the guy on the tricycle, but one of the guys on the bike was wearing the biker shorts, but they were made to look like plaid khaki shorts. So he was extra special as well.
How much
That's sick.
those had to
Dude,
cost?
did you stop and ask them how much they cost or where to get
I
them?
bet they had the padded
I was
asshole
intimidated.
too. You know the ones with the padded asshole?
Oh yeah. You got
Why buy a nice seat when I can get a padded asshole? This is nice. Every seat's nice now.
It's ultra absorbent.
I've thought about wearing those.
Filtered.
I have a thin butt, so when I sit on
You
it
do have
long times, it
very
hurts.
thin butt and a wide crack. So it's
Whitest crack ever. I sit on my crack a lot.
a lot of hole. Yeah. You don't want to bike with that. You could sit down bike though. You're right. You might be a perfect candidate for this.
For the quickie shark hand cycle.
I tell you, the week of March 16th, particularly the 19th through the 22nd, when we're down at Lake Texoma, you might find Casey zipping around on one of these.
Oh, if they have them to rent while you guys are out kayaking, I'm gonna be 3-wheel biking.
No, your wife will bring you.
While you guys
one.
are out morning good fishing, I'm gonna be out.
I don't know what we're doing. I know we are going. Yes, that is true. The week of the 16th, March 16th, which is right around the corner.
It's a mere couple days before we go.
Is a couple days.
Thursday, the week of the 16th.
You should start thinking about it the week of the 16th.
Well, the Thursday, the week of the 16th.
Or make a
that
decision on the
Thursday.
19th.
But on the 19th, we'll be there. After 3 is when we're supposed to check. I mean, we could be there early. We might pop in about 2
I hope it's a trailer house.
Just that's your limits.
Just to get a lay of the land.
You did. He said he got pictures today. Is it a trailer?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny.
We'll be getting a plate. No.
Does it look like a chicken coop?
It sleeps 8.
Yeah, how comfortably does it sleep 8? Not. Yeah, I know.
Andy, I haven't
fit in the tub?
I haven't got Andy's decision yet. Why? It's free living,
He's
bud.
gonna be in trucker school.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at that school, maybe, hopefully.
Let's
I
assume
don't fucking know. I mean,
if you're not in trucker school, which is obviously a pipe dream,
Because
the
you've been
fact that I'm
applying
broke,
for
no, I won't be going. Sorry.
you don't have to pay any money. It's a nice place. Sleeps 8. Already paid for, bought and paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And while I'm there, I'm still not making any money.
You can
Uber there. Oh, at Lake Texoma.
Ooh, you could
so
Uber
much
us
Uber.
around.
We'll pay you.
I'll Uber you guys there. That'd
no
be a
promises,
good
but I got a job you can do for $20.
Ooh. I also have a job you could do for $20.
That's true. I do too.
That's $60.
How much money you make a night? I think you could make Uber money.
We could
with
pay
us.
you Uber money.
I mean, if you break it hourly, that's got to be $600-700 an hour.
Yeah, you're not going to spend
We're
much
gonna
time
be
with
quick,
me.
all of us.
Yeah, depending on your
Well,
technique.
actually,
good
not
enough.
him.
If you're good enough.
No,
gotta
I'm
romance
serious.
me a
I
little
have to find a fucking job.
Well,
'Cause
Well, I mean, that's fine, but there's no better place to start looking than Lake Texoma the week of March 16th. I mean, it's a hotbed of opportunity.
Oh, CEOs and business types galore.
Tycoons.
There might be truckers. You could just give you a trucker's license.
We'll rent Andy one of these 3-wheelers so he can zip around because the only other person that's on it's a fucking multimillionaire who doesn't. The only thrill they get now is riding on the edge of death, which is what this is. So you know that they own something, and they're going to be looking for young hotshots like you out there cruising around. You just got the right attitude, really. That's all it is. It's all about attitude on that bike. Pull up at Lake Texoma, fucking do that move where you kind of turn the tire but don't move, kind of hold the brake, little peel out motion.
What's up, girl?
Act like you've been there before. Throw a little swagger around. Get some accoutrement, like a bandana, maybe.
What's up, Seabass? Where you headed? Go down to the fishing shack on your bike. Fuck yeah, me too, bud. Hey, by the way, you hiring?
Cool. I didn't want your job anyway.
I don't want to fucking put it out there, but I'm looking for work a little bit, and it's hard to find guys that are right-minded like you on a 3-wheeler. You hiring, bud? I'm just saying, it's an opportunity to start. You got to start somewhere.
I mean, we are going to a casino, and there's just countless, hundreds upon hundreds of stories about people taking their life savings to a casino, and whole life turned around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I've offered every one of you guys to just, figure out how much you potentially want to lose.
Right.
And then give that to me, and I'll kick you in the balls.
But I make money.
And
when I go.
everybody's
I make
happy.
money every time I go.
Yeah, and a lot of the stories that Eric's referring to, it's people that have to get to the point you're at before it actually works. You can't go to the casino and be like, I can lose $200.
You can't half-ass it.
No, you have to go in there.
You have to sell your car,
mortgage your house, pull out a second or third mortgage, however many you're on, put it all in the same boat, put it all on black, and then let it ride like 7 or 8 times.
It's cold turkey. You have to
What year
stop,
is it?
stop financial stability cold turkey.
They have a
You
leap
gotta-
year this year. Keep that in
Oh,
consideration.
also pull out favors from family and friends. That's a smart thing. Now, we'll be there, so you probably won't be able to get any from us, but think about other family that might lend you money. Tell them that it's for a job opportunity. Don't tell them it's for the casino.
Or like a surgery for a kid or something.
That always sells. Yes, a kid's surgery.
How do you think I keep going to Vegas? Mike?
Your kid's had so many surgeries?
So,
Seems fine.
Time to shave your head, son.
We're just saying don't give up on the fact that you think that you need to make money fast when we're going to a place that literally hands it out in seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best opportunity we've ever had.
And have you applied for the casino yet? Because you could get a job, start the first day we're down there, work for 4 days, and come back.
Learn the layout of the casino, learn the ins and outs, camera
hook
angles.
us up with some, Yeah, another blackjack. That's 7.
These guys are really smoking here on the table tonight. Chip finally wins. That'd be great.
Yeah, no, they know.
Yeah,
they have
that's
him
true.
on film.
Even Chip would lose to Andy Dealing. I'm going to split them up, Andy. I'm going to split them up.
Let's split this blackjack. What?
What if we all chipped in, we pooled some cash for you, and we bought you a tuxedo with tails and everything, and you were our butler for the entire time now?
That's actually.
I've always wanted a butler.
I have $73 in ones right now that I'll bring down to tip you
That's
as you.
actually a really fair idea. Just to have you be our servant for just the 4 days.
Yeah.
Dressed up though.
And you got to speak in a Southern accent and use Southern slang.
So you might want to learn
Much
some.
like Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
Mint juleps will be passed around each morning.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ready for your mints?
I do want Pappy's fried chicken for the Saturday feast.
Yes. Just a brunch.
If you could deliver it down to us at the Texoma Casino, that would be great.
How are you at smoking salmon?
We'll get you a car to drive too, because we can't have you drive while you're driving. We need a long Cadillac.
Oh.
With bull horns on the front.
talking about
Something
hearse?
classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
Texas
hearse?
Longhorns up front. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna spend like $9,000 to get him $112, but it's
Money well spent.
Yes, I think so. That's how you win. That's what we're saying. You play the part.
I know.
I mean, you can't.
Yeah, if we roll up in there with that and he steps out with a cane, preferably like with some sort of dead something's head on it, like as
Something
the
in
handle,
amber.
It's not classy enough.
Yeah, some sort of Jurassic Park style cane.
He's wearing that suit. He has that suede suit. He has.
Yes. And then Andy's
That will be
opening
going.
each door, and then as we're walking towards the door that open automatically, we make sure Andy opens them for us.
Yeah, he stands there while we go through.
Sir, let it close first. Thank you.
Next.
And now, host of Those Guys from Wichita, Conrad.
The best looking guy in
Andy
pod.
could be our handler at the casino.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Back up, guys.
We're the whales.
Bud, that's how you make money.
Only whales have handlers.
You have to walk us around. You have to look at each table, and as we walk up to it,
Nope.
stop us. No, this
Nope.
ain't for you, bud.
Mr. Bachman, you've got your $5 minimum table here if you'd like to sit down.
Sir, gentlemen, my guys want to play this table.
Can you get up?
Can you get up?
Yeah, that and when me and Chip get into the tank sevens, you're going to have to save us and cut us off.
It's just an idea. You're giving up on it like, I got to make money, I got to get a job. Bud, we're offering you an opportunity here to really strut your stuff, and you don't know who's watching at a casino like that. There's somebody watching. Now, we might be doing it for show and for fun. Somebody's going to see the way you do it, and they're going to hire you for that job. It's a great job. It's called a Mr. Deeds style job. Have you ever seen Mr. Deeds?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess what? The butler had the money. All right? Fucking spoiler alert. The butler was rich. The butler was the son. Got the black foot and everything. So, anyway.
I don't think that's the movie, but I like it.
That's a movie, right?
I mean, that is a
That
movie.
is the
but
movie. The
He
Black
gives
Foot.
him the company in the end, but
No, the kid was a son. Blackfoot was a son.
he wasn't.
He's
the
talking
butler.
about me. That's my papa.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. I think. He owned a pizza shop.
Uh-huh.
He had a Blackfoot. Oh, he didn't have the Blackfoot.
Yeah.
Or did he?
No.
Yeah, he did.
Adam Sandler had the black foot.
Adam Sandler
Go
had
ahead, hit
Blackfoot.
it. Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
rich one. He was the son. I think. Maybe I.
But the
maybe
butler
I
was
need to rewatch
the butler was a son too, because the old man was banging the
Okay.
the maid.
Yes.
There we go.
Both of them ended up being rich.
Well, sweet.
Adam Sandler, I think, just went and worked for Hallmark.
I'll have to rewatch this.
Yeah, you should.
Question 2 about the
Mr. Deeds.
the possible trailer situation.
I'll go see if they have a family
And
video.
or
I'll
not.
be right back.
Can I bring an
Their
RV?
family will be there. If that's what you're asking.
If I borrowed an RV from somebody, could we park it at said establishment?
After looking over the estate today, from one picture, I've determined yes, there's plenty of room. It's a sprawling estate.
I mean, I've seen it. Minus the
Well,
house.
you didn't see the house.
No,
you
I've
saw
seen the
pictures of, like,
surrounding.
a lake.
You saw
That's
a
a
stock
long
photo
ways
of a
away.
lake.
That's quite a ways away from the.
It's in walking distance.
Yeah,
or
4 blocks or
jogging.
Yeah,
like a light
trails.
jog.
There's trails down to the lake.
5K distance.
That's true. I don't know how close it is. They said walking.
Okay,
distance.
I mean, we wouldn't go. We're not taking our
Can't
families to
swim.
go down to the lake and have a good time or anything.
No. I know.
Well, if we had a butler, we could have a picnic out there.
If we had a butler, we'd have a babysitter
It's true.
too, which I could pay Andy babysitter rates. Come on
Mo
down.
money, mo money.
Making money. Come on, Andy. You can do it.
Dude, there's no way you couldn't sit outside that casino even and just run people back and forth to something.
As far as to their car, it's a huge parking
Oh
lot.
my God. There's got to be a huge opportunity for that.
Yeah, it's got to be something out there. I don't know. Hey, you guys both run. It's a runner's question.
It's been
Let
a
me
while.
light up another cigarette first.
I was going to say, it's been a while. Let me.
When you run outdoors in the wild, Do you track?
I call it organic running.
Do you track your mileage?
Yeah.
Generally.
Why?
To know what
To
you
know how far I went.
But isn't that like, in a way, isn't that like against the rules of outdoor running?
No.
No. I mean, when you run on the treadmill, do you run to a certain distance or a time?
No, but on a treadmill, it's all fake. You're again Rocky IV in this whole thing. You've put technology into something that's natural.
Okay.
Right.
But if you're going to go natural and say, I run outside because I like to, it's actually running. It's not the same as a treadmill. It's real. You're really running. But then when you strap devices on you,
Yeah,
that
but
tell
if
you
you're
how far.
competition runners like me and Eric, you want to know your pace times. And
I know, but the fun thing about outdoor running and not keeping track is you can kind of just run till you're tired and then look at how long you've been running and determine yourself.
No, not really, because
you can look and say, I think I ran 5 miles.
Those
you also might have
conversations-
just ran 1.25 miles.
Those conversations are the exact conversations the first guy who made one of those 3-wheel bicycles said to the guys who are real cyclists.
I don't think so. I don't
Yes.
think I'm going to the same. No.
Yes.
You seem like you're going in a similar direction.
So when you guys
think
ride
so.
bikes outside, do you use 2 wheels? Because that kind of defeats the purpose. You should
You guys
have
are already
3
going
wheels.
faster. I mean,
The
you
more
can see
tread on
good,
the
So you
time.
could be
less.
lower and less safe and
You don't
not be
wanna know
difficult at all.
how far you're going. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, for instance, today I took a light jog around until I had to shit, which is usually about 25, 30 minutes in, I'm finding out. So I should schedule to be around a toilet at that time.
Yeah.
I get it. We're getting there. Baby steps. Anyways, I felt like I ran, the length of the town and back and around and whipped around a bunch
and
of...
then you drove it to see how far you ran.
No, I didn't. But I looked at my watch. I said, wow, it's been 23 minutes. Now, I know when I'm at the YMCA and I'm on that treadmill, and I know when 23 minute hits, I know how far I've ran, which is not 5 miles.
Mile!
But for this, I was like, there's no way. Obviously, I had to be running at I'm at an outdoor pace. So I probably ran 4 or 5 in 23 minutes. Outdoors.
4 or 5.
You didn't even run. You
What?
probably just ran 2, if that, or just.
I'm saying I didn't have the clock on me. I didn't have the watch. I don't know.
Well, you did. You looked and you know.
I had
that.
the time, but I ran outdoor speeds. When you're on a treadmill, you're running with the treadmill. You're limited. You can bump it up.
So why is it okay for you to say, to put a parameter of time
Mhm.
when you're running outdoor, but not distance?
I don't like it, but time's always there, even outdoors.
So is
The
distance.
distance is kind of always there.
When you're describing what you're doing and you say, I went running, and they say, how far did you go? Do you just say, till I was tired?
Well, if you were to
Till I
ask me
stopped
today, I
running.
would say, yeah, just till I couldn't
Till
hold
I
the
had to
shit back
poop?
anymore. Yes.
Start telling
And I
people.
hid
tell-
behind a trash can and then sucked it in, turtle-headed it until it went back to a walking pace. And then casually looked at my phone as if I'm doing something important, trying not to shit my pants as I walk back to the house aimlessly. 3 yards.
That's a bad move right there. You run back to the house. Never walk back when you got to take a grumpy.
The problem is, bud, I had some shorter shorts
took
on
4
today,
on the way to the
and if
halfway
I
point.
grumpied, it was gonna. I didn't have a doggy bag. It was gonna fall.
You haven't
off.
learned the clinch and run with the front of your feet yet. Then, so runner.
Run on the balls of your feet.
No, you kind of your feet are
I
ahead
run.
of you.
I run completely
when
on
you
my
gotta
heels.
when you really gotta poop,
You
you,
gotta run
clinch
on the
and you
tops
pull
of
your
your
feet
feet.
in front of you, and it's this more upright run.
Yeah.
and it's actually really good on your calves. But
No, I only run on my heels, which I heard was better for your knees.
No, you got to run on the tops of your feet.
That's tough. That would be tough. I'm just saying, when I got to the end of my run, I felt good, like I usually do after 50 minutes on a treadmill.
you run 50 minutes.
But after 50 minutes on a treadmill,
5-0?
that's 5 miles, bud. Right?
If
So
you're going, yeah.
Depends on how fast you're going. But
If you're that's
potentially.
impressive. I mean, not time wise, but that you're going 5 miles.
yeah, right. So
Algebra and you.
in outdoor speed, 25 minutes is 5 miles. Is all I'm saying.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Thank you. With the wind
Yeah, potentially.
and street angles, it's 5 miles.
He's not going to believe you, Casey. Just let him go with this one.
Yeah, that's close.
I'll put 5 miles on there. There.
But that's why guys.
I'm only running until I get to 8 miles.
That's why
it's just my favorite movie.
That's a great movie. I only watch 8 Mile while I'm running. So
Yeah, I only listen to the soundtrack. Just acoustics, though. You guys ever watch the movie National Treasure? The original?
Yeah, it was,
Nick Nolte?
It was based on a true
yeah.
story.
Well, this weekend, every once in a while, you get some family time. You know, you get a movie night, family movie night. You guys probably don't do it anymore now that I saw it's senior night for you, and you looked like a senior graduating, which was cool.
I was so the youngest parent there, best looking
Yeah.
one. It was. I felt good.
Wow, she has 2 kids. They graduated at the same time. That's cool. You looked so young, and I was so happy for you. It's senior night, but I know that your daughter's not going to sit around and watch a movie with you anymore. She doesn't like you anymore and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
your son don't like you.
Nope.
They don't want to go on trips with you and stuff. And I
Nope.
know that maybe every once in a while you'll watch YouTube videos with the girls, but you probably don't have a.
They do a movie night.
Do you do a movie night? Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's not really scheduled. That way, it's more of a surprise for everybody.
Spontaneous family.
Mainly me.
Yeah, spontaneous family movie night. Okay, well that's what this was. It was, and I've grown past, even though I know it's probably not good, but I can't watch the kids stuff too much anymore. The animated stuff is just awful. I know that's probably people like Pixar, even adults
I've
like
grown
it.
past it. I have a 3-year-old and a.
Yeah, I know.
Four.
But I mean, I got a 5-year-old still that probably should be watching that shit, not Yes Man and other stuff. You know, that's PG-13 or R. But you know, at some point you got to learn.
Well,
And-
Pixar had that good Nazi movie.
Yeah, we watched Angela's Ashes by Pixar. It was pretty
Roger's Rabbit.
pretty good, pretty depressing. We read in the story of Frankie McCourt and all that stuff, which is nice. But anyways, National Treasure. It's still PG, but it's Nick Cage PG. And about once a month or a certain month every year, I have to have a Nick Cage night just to get it out of my system. Otherwise, you start getting jittery. So
I always watch Face Off, but
I'll watch Snake Eyes sometimes or Raising Arizona, but I didn't put it on him.
Con Air.
That's next week on Family Movie Night. We're in Nick Cage month. So, anyways, National Treasure's on. I think there's a sequel, so we might have to push it a little bit.
There's 3 of them.
Fuck. Anyways, National Treasure comes on Disney Plus, which is beautiful. I mean, it's great. You can watch it anytime. Not as good as Family Video, but it's pretty great. So, starts going. It opens. If you've forgotten, which I doubt you have because it's such a memorable movie, but if you've forgotten, National Treasure opens where Nick Cage with like 3 henchmen and 1 nerdy guy are heading out in the Arctic. It just has a little scrawl on the bottom that says like Arctic Circle. And they're just plowing on these gigantic, those big snow slope fucking plows that people, you know, $300,000. Yeah, badass. Out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they're just reading this computer. Somehow they're getting internet out there. When you can barely get it.
Satellite.
Got satellite internet. They're going out in the middle of nowhere. They're looking for a spot. They find it. They go out there. They just start digging with the hand. Again, it's the Arctic. But somehow they're able to just, oh, yes, here's the fucking
entrance.
This is it. Here's the fucking ship. It's the Charlotte. I found the bell. My first dig. I found it. Okay, that's fine. Then they start digging it out. Within a day, they've dug out a whole fucking ship. This is what tells me archaeologists are all full of shit. Because nobody from the archaeology community said shit about it. You know what I mean? Nobody said this national treasure. They're fucking applauding it because that's how fake archaeology is. So they go out there and they dust off this ship that's been buried in ice for fucking 100 years, and it only takes them a few hours. Now, somehow they're able to get enough ice off of it to then go into the bows of this ship where everything's still as it was because it just got frozen solid. And they go down there. Gunpowder is still coming out of the barrels. Everything's fine. But as they start to touch things, then things will start to break and fall off because it's too frozen, right?
Right.
Now, gunpowder, it would go bad by then, right?
I don't
Not
believe it spoils.
necessarily. I don't think it has a date.
In the Arctic Circle, it is very dry.
Maybe less.
Maybe like a wet dry.
It's a very cold,
maybe
dry
less active
air.
or like more skit. You know, like it might do more weird things. But I think gunpowder does that in general.
Okay, but I mean, if it was not cold this morning, it's 45 maybe at the most.
And your
If you were to
gunpowder
go
would still light up.
outside and you didn't have gloves on and you just started like digging on an icy surface, your hands would be eventually be like, even though it's 45, there's still a little ice on my car and I'm just rubbing it with my hands. My hands are kind of cold. You'd think in the Arctic, as you're fucking playing around inside a ship that's been frozen for 300 years, that you would start to get a little bit cold. But these guys seem fine. I mean, having normal conversations. Like, they grabbed a gun at one point. You wouldn't even be able to hold a gun. It'd be too cold. The gun would be too cold, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Theoretically.
But this,
The
it's
gun-
a movie,
hold on,
so you gotta suspend
hold on.
belief.
Metal handle or pearl?
It was a
Pearl
pearl
stays
handle.
around. No, you'd be fine in a pearl handle.
Okay,
You
stays
gotta go with
body
squid.
temp. So
that was actually probably what was keeping the whole boat warm enough for them to have the conversation.
without even looking around, Nick Cage knows to play chicken with this guy, knowing that they're standing in gunpowder from the barrels. So he fucking lights a flare that he had just handy, of course, because as you're going into the bottom of a ship that you've been digging out all day, you bring a flare with you.
What if you get stuck
down there? Gets
the
flare, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm going to shoot you," and he drops it, and fucking those guys go up in flames, but they back out, start shooting. Nick Cage, cool as a cucumber, even though now all this gunpowder's coming up, it's going to explode, says, "Guess what? These old ships had secret doors." Really? I mean, that's a pretty fucking big gamble, Nick. We have zero way out, and I guess in his defense,
he's done
if
the
you're
research.
wrong, it don't really matter. So you might as well be confident about it.
No, this was an English ship.
He's done his research.
I'm just saying, if you're Nick Cage, there's one guy with a gun. You do have a flare. You could just hit the guy because a cool Walker Texas Ranger is to cheek fuck a guy with a flare as they have a gun.
Get your flare ready. I'll get my gun ready.
Wait. You have to be quicker. But you gotta remember, his fingers are frozen. Don't you think you'd have better odds? Maybe you wouldn't. I would think you'd have better odds of beating up a guy that has a gun than you do guaranteeing that you're going to be able to pry open a door that's been frozen for 200 years in a ship.
Okay, you win that one.
Maybe he knew that he'd get his ass kicked by
Try
this
the flare
henchman.
thing. No.
Okay, yeah. I would have to be quicker.
It's like fucking with a guy driving a train. You're not going to win.
But anyways, they walk back to the back of this thing. They pop the door open. They crawl in this hole. They go somewhere. You would think, okay, now it explodes. But they're fine. Somehow it exploded and left a perfect little Jesus cave exit for them to get out of there. The tomb is moved, and they walk out. Now you're still stuck in the fucking Arctic. And all Nick Cage said was, "Oh, there's a town 10 miles away." Really? In what direction, dickhead? And by the way, it's outdoor running. It only takes you an hour to get there. But fuck, man. Because it's like, when you've never probably been on the middle of the ocean on a boat, like just a lifeboat.
Never even been on the ocean, so no.
Okay, well, if you were, it all looks the same, bud. Like, you can't just look around and say, that's obviously north.
But if the North Star, if you're a person of this thing,
it's not dark out, bud. Doesn't get dark in the Arctic.
Arctic Circle. Daylight all day long.
There's no North Star.
the North Star comes out.
There's no
still.
east and west with the sun because it pops right out of the Arctic Circle's
You don't have a compass on you?
They might have a compass. They probably did.
It's not accurate.
But after the explosion, yeah. And after being around gunpowder, how accurate is a compass? And is it accurate in the Arctic Circle? Because there's some deal with fucking the magnets of the Earth?
Most of it's going to point south.
So you just base it off that, which is nothing. But you know what they should have done? They could have done a whole movie. And by the way, movies figured this out. There probably are a lot of movies about people surviving walking through winter fucking Arctic conditions. Because
they're trying to thin the herd.
That's a story. Nah, not National Treasure.
Speed through that. Right
Didn't
to
even
the town.
see it. That 10 miles away. We'll be there in a second. We'll figure it out. Smash cut to their back in Washington.
But there's a lot there's a lot of movie that happens there. If you stretch that out too much.
I know that I paused this and my fucking wife and kids got tired of me ranting and railing about how none of this can be possible. But I thought that maybe you guys would agree this is a ridiculous premise. You can't go find a 200-year-old.
You're going to go crazier than you already are if you don't turn your mind off while you're watching a film.
Film is a stretch for National Treasure. The title alone is it's ironic. This is not a National Treasure. Nick, you've ruined me. This isn't Face Off. That's believable. Ripping a man's face off.
It worked for the Joker.
Putting it on another man and then completely embodying everything that they are. This, unbelievable.
Well, 90% of that movie, when they're in the museum and everything's,
I kind of fall for the conspiracy part where there's secret messages on the
money and
back of, the money and the Declaration of Independence. Like, all we gotta do is get it out of that glass case. That's easy. Duh, there's a gala tonight. We'll be there. All we do is crack into the sewer system and hack the wires and then switch the cameras. That's easy.
The little nerdy kid that's 21, you can do that, right?
Yeah, I used to work at Starbucks.
Okay,
sure, I can do that. So I'm gonna go.
You did take my coffee order.
I'll trust you with my life because I will be around the most fucking outfitted people in the world as far as arms. They're gonna be able to shoot me in security.
I'm smooth.
But you're fine because you made a good latte, so you can do that. And then I'm pretty trained as far as blending in because I've been hunting treasure my whole life. So,
and I could walk through the Arctic in less than 10 minutes, 10 miles.
That's true. So I should be fine. I'll break in, get the Declaration of Independence, fucking swap it with a fake one, give them the fake one, figure all that out, go back out in the car, get chased by the hooligans again, then find a secret message with lemon juice at my dad's house. I can do that. Then my dad's John Voight. I can do that.
Yeah, that's
believable.
Seems like it.
Then I'll steal his car, drive to Philadelphia from Washington,
Have you ever
D.C.,
seen Shanghai Noon?
which I don't know how many miles that is.
So was the most unbelievable part the fact that gunpowder worked in the snow?
The most unbelievable part of the movie is that the fucking wolf from Pulp Fiction was in the movie. How does that fucking guy say yes to that role? You can't be the cop in National Treasure. You got to get the script and go, what the fuck, man? I'm the wolf. I don't do this bullshit.
He hasn't had no work since the wolf. Is kind of the problem. So yes,
I'm fucking Harvey Keitel. I'm not playing the cop in National
You don't
Treasure.
pass up a chance to work with Nick
when you
Cage.
watch Night at the Museum, you're gonna fucking freak. If this movie's stripping you out,
we haven't got there yet. We might get. That's Matt Damon, right?
Adam's
It's Adam Sandler.
Levine.
Adam
Levine.
That's Adam Levine.
No,
yeah.
the little short guy.
So, anyways, I don't know if you guys listening have a problem with this movie as much as I do. Probably not.
Andy does. That was on his top 10 hated movies list when we did that. So
Yeah, it's not as good as Willow. I'll give you that, but it's right up there. It's right up there. So I did have a few things on the list I wanted to get to. I guess I'll get to.
you
the
got
list.
two more of those to get through. I was correct. There's 3.
Speaking of TV shows that I have a problem with, there was one I saw where a guy was wearing a neck brace. Don't know if I have a problem with the TV show or the neck brace. Still inconclusive.
It's a great recap there.
Firehouse 911. Have you heard of this?
That's the
it's
Super Trooper guys.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No, this is the super serious, like, grief porn. It's got Rob Lowe in it.
Oh.
From We Bought a Zoo. Or whatever.
Oh, yeah. And he's like an LA fire guy, and he moves to the small town.
Yeah.
It's like Doc Hollywood, but
Okay.
for
But it's
firemen.
that kind of
River
shit where
Phoenix.
you'll get a phone call. I mean, it always goes back to the 911 call, and it's always the hottest 911 operator in the world. 911, what's your emergency? It's like, oh my God. The fact that I'm not in your ass right now.
Pedaling underneath my desk, losing these LBs.
How can I help you? My whole fucking city's on fire. Oh, we're going to send Rob Lowe out. He'll be out there in a second. Rob Lowe gets there. I'm here to help the most handsome fireman in the world, and I'm going to get out and fucking help you with my fire hat. And gets out and fucking psh, psh. Everybody's saved in the end. Nobody fucking dies. You might get a broken leg or a black guy dies, but nobody really covers that. We go back to the fucking 911 scene, and it's fine. Well, 4 casualties. It's not bad. Don't let them eat you up inside. They're all inner city youth. Okay.
I think we found the guys that did it. They're
I
all
don't
dead
know.
now.
I just need a couple days to recover.
It was arson.
Yeah, I just got to take a couple nights off. Ring, ring, ring. Oh my God, the whole fucking state's on fire. Okay, fucking night off. I can do it. I'm Rob Lowe. I was in Parks and Rec. It's just stupid. Why are we watching this? And then people said it's the #1 rated show. That's what pissed me off.
I thought.
Really? I don't. The people.
What about the Cowboys?
They go from the Masked Singer to watching Rob Lowe save cats from the Masked Singer.
And these
#1. I rate it #1. I love this show. I get teary eyed. I watch House and then I watch this and I'm like fucking bummed out.
and these brainiacs are going to be voting later this year.
Yeah, I am.
So you watched The Masked Singer and then Firehouse 911 and
I've
thought
never
that
watched-
was the worst one?
He's watched The Masked Singer. Don't let him.
I've never watched him. I just like watching the previews and getting mad at him. I should probably watch him and give
You
him a
just
chance.
described a whole episode like you've never watched it. So
It might actually be really good.
It's not.
I mean, it is Rob Lowe from St. Elmo's Fire.
I thought you were talking about the Masked Singer.
That I can't.
I watched
can't.
a half episode of that one time.
You got to do some of
I
that
got sucked
CBD.
in.
You got to do some of that
Well,
CBD.
I may have
first.
been, yeah.
That could be all right then.
No,
right?
it's not, because it's the same old, like Dancing with the Stars, where they had like the B-list celebrities.
Okay.
Masked Singers is like 8 steps lower. Like they take off the mask and they say,
She was a former YouTube
"Here's
star.
Harry Bartowski. He was third place in the
Rob
2008 X Games Street Luge."
You're right. That is bad. Speaking of, okay, I'll show you my worst show that I have watched. Lego Masters. Have you
Well, but I
watched?
can see you watching that with a kid though. It's horrible. I've heard. I
They've
haven't.
ruined it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first one.
What they've done.
Do none of you guys have jobs?
No.
Okay.
No,
I don't.
Aren't you on the road 90 days?
Yeah, but
I don't watch these during normal working hours. I watch them at night.
Okay.
I try to keep it real. I mean, I could watch them
Nick.
at like 10.
I just listen to talk shows that talk about them. That's how I get my insight.
Smart. You
so
should
you wait until 10 o'clock to watch Lego Masters?
Yeah. Son, get up.
These kids aren't ruining this film for me.
So, Lego Masters, speaking of C-list celebrities, stars Job from Arrested Development. I forget the fucking actor's real name. But anyways, that's the big sell. And what they've done is they've brought 8 or 9 teams in that are all going to compete with each other on different Lego building challenges. They're calling these people the Masters already, even though they're just normal people. And they have to represent every segment of our society, which I get it. It's 2020, so you got to have the 65-year-old gay men couple that's been playing Legos their whole life and kind of met each other through Legos and, you know, like to build them at home. It's kind of like building our story, you know, because we would get together and I'd have a bad day and he would have a bad day.
And we'd build about it.
And we would build about it. Yeah, we would just build about it. So I can't wait to do this. Okay, well, your challenge today is you got to make a spaceship. What we're going to do is
a rose garden.
It's a space rose garden, though.
Oh,
and
but
it's
it'll
up in
fly.
space.
It'll fly.
I can't wait. But and then we're gonna have a little bitty scene down here where a little spaceship guy goes through there. It's gonna fucking really explode when the thing's gonna. I get it. Smash cut to fucking 10 seconds later. You know, I can't believe you put it there. Why don't you work harder? Why don't you work hard, baby? Don't cry at me. Don't cry at me.
I've been doing my best.
I just been trying. I don't want to go home. You're fucking 60. I get being gay and in touch with your feelings, but come on, bud, get your shit together. Then next to him is the man that has the shaven sides, ponytail, wearing a dress with the woman that's dressed like the Belladonna style with the red lipstick and the long striped dresses, like the black and white striped dresses, like a
Cruella DeVille.
Belladonna the porn star?
Yeah, like Belladonna style with the tattoos and I call it Belladonna style, all based on the porn star.
Okay.
So yes, it's got
I
them
think
two.
they call it Evo now.
They said, well, we really didn't know each other except through Legos, which I still don't understand how that works. It means they both showed up at casting and they're the last two left that were freaks. And they said, okay, you two freaks, get to know each other while you compete with each other. Then you got the father-son Chico guys that use their lowriders to connect, but then use Legos to connect their lowriders.
See, we really like to do it.
You know, we're going to take a different approach to these, you know. That's what we do.
We're going to hit it on the down low.
He's going to be the boss. I was the boss his whole life. He's my son. And then they'll
Daddy,
cry.
I will boss you.
I guess Latin guys cry all the time. They fucking cry every episode. Thank you for telling my Legos were so good. This was fucking, it really means a lot, Dad, that you're here. Fuck off, you fucking loser. Then it goes to, like, the couple that's hot, the farm couple. It looks like that, who's that?
Chip and Diana Gaines.
Oh,
Barbara Bush.
Joanne.
Not Rick Perry. The guy from Wisconsin.
Luke Perry.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
The politician from Wisconsin.
I can't think of it. He
Ryan.
just quit. Yeah.
Ron Dane?
Paul Ryan.
Former Wisconsin running back?
No, he's on the other team.
Paul Ryan.
With Le'Veon Bell.
Terry Bradshaw.
Those guys are making green monsters and everything. Everything's based off pot. But it had, the Paul Ryan and his new wife, who both of you just want to watch like a stepmom porn with these two, where he's getting cuckolded by Ron Dane. It's all you think about the whole time. And they're doing great. And then you got the two guys that are obviously gay, but
now I can't stop thinking about Ron Dane
cuckolding Rob, what's his name?
Lowe's wife, yeah.
Rob Lowe's wife, yeah. Anyways, the problem is none of them can build. And then they have Paula Deen lady on there. 2 old ladies on there. But none of them can actually make anything. They give them 13 hours to build, and what they come up with is like, this is a bunch of shit. These aren't Lego Masters. Let's fucking change your name to National Treasure.
You would think it'd be hard to find, Lego Masters, unless you're getting like 9 to 12-year, large quantities of them.
They're doing what the zoo does, where they're building fake backstories on how they got into Lego. Like, yeah, well, we lost our other brother when we was growing up, and so he had leukemia, and so I was like sad about it, and so I would come over, and this was his best friend, and we would play Legos every day. It's like you're 35. No, you didn't. You maybe did 3 times once his brother died, but then you stopped.
We opened them.
And then you saw that Lego Mastering casting call was happening, and then you went.
I'm a master.
No, you're not. I
sent a picture of this thing that
Your story doesn't even make sense.
Well,
on your Lego field, it doesn't even make sense.
Well, that's true, but
it's supposed to be about spaceships.
Leukemia does it,
It's true.
So when you started watching this show, did you know that it was adults playing with toys?
I thought that there would. If you've ever been to Legoland and seen a Lego Master, you can only find them in Legoland. There's like 5 in the country. And you'll go in there and there's this fucking, it looks like that comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Right.
He's up in the corner, and they said, that's the Lego master. He's going to be teaching a class at 3. And you go in there, and he's building a fucking unicorn carousel out of fucking all the little one-piece Legos.
3-piece ones. Yeah.
I did one-piece Legos. It lights up and stuff. That's what we're going to be teaching today. And you're like, okay. And you got your bucket. How long are we going to be here? It's 30 minutes. This isn't going to... And you get done, and yours looks like shit, and his is built. That's a Lego master. That's who they got to get. But they don't do that. It's all a bunch of shit. It's trying to introduce kids into multicultural relationships is all it's trying to do. Because the Lego hook brings in the kids, the diversity of the crew, and us as parents watching it, knowing it's 2020 and we have to be more accepting of it, can't say, no, son, it isn't right for a man to wear a dress. Dad, that guy's wearing a dress. Yeah, I know. That's okay now. Which I did under my breath. I said what I thought, but in front of him, I said, yeah, people dress differently, bud. You don't have to like it.
But they do dress
Call
differently.
those
Yeah.
guys faggots.
You don't have to like it. But you have to be nice to him. Other than that. So
That man obviously works at Winchell's.
is a perfect segue to what my wife got to go to that I didn't get to go to this weekend, which was a unity ceremony.
Is that a gay wedding?
Well, the problem is, bud, this particular couple, which I enjoy, and they're a great couple, and I've known them a long time, they already had a wedding.
Okay.
So,
But they're having a unity ceremony now.
right. And I think that's where we have to, as people who aren't in that lifestyle, understand that there's a whole lot of shit we don't understand that they can make up and fleece us for fucking shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they're doing it. Right
They just
under our
needed new
noses.
toasters and
They bought a
microwaves.
new house last year. They've been having house troubles all year. And all of a sudden, hey, by the way, next month is our unity ceremony. Your what? Our unity ceremony.
Big in the gay world.
Aren't you guys already married? Yeah, we got married 3 years ago. You were there. It was a good time. It was a big wedding. It's basically the same thing. We're actually wearing the same dress and suit, and all the bridesmaids are going to be wearing the same outfits, and all of the people, we have the chairs still from the old wedding and the same little fucking,
Pew. No.
thing, or you stand under, whatever that is that Luke Wilson built,
Gazebo? No.
and Meet the Fockers, whatever that is. That we got all that.
Dreamcatcher, I think.
We got the Dreamcatcher that we can stand under. We got the cake ordered from a friend of ours that does cakes, pretty much free. I mean,
$1,000.
Cakes.
so it's just come out. You don't have to bring it. We don't want anything. We just want you to be there.
We're on Amazon if you want.
We are registered at Target
And Amazon.
and Amazon.
Yes.
And
Best Buy.
Don't. You know what? A donation to a charity would be nice.
Like ours.
Or if you want to click through our wedding registry website before you make that donation, we're going to get a little bit of that just to know that we sent you there. Just a hat tip. Nothing weird about it. We don't want your money. We don't want your gifts. You being a friend of ours.
Do it if you want to.
And honestly, I wasn't there. I shouldn't say that. They probably didn't get gifts. I mean, I'm sure they got a fucking shit.
Yes.
Because you can't go to a gate. You don't know what to bring. You don't know what to ask.
A TV. It's common.
I know last time I went, I was like, we should get them something nice, a car or something, right?
Yes.
These people are having a rough go at it.
99 Jeep package or police package Jeep.
We got to get these people something nice. We can't just get them steak knives or some sort of fucking Bed Bath & Beyond gift certificate. No, we got to go get them. Get that click remote. Something nice. A universal remote that can control time.
Well, yeah, at least a garage door opener.
I'm just saying, you don't know what to get them the first time. When they do here, that's, my wife just texted me. She was there. She said no gifts.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Except to
some people did bring them, but they never asked for them, and they're all donating them.
To our house.
Just have a party.
So they threw a party.
Just have a party. Yeah, they just.
Was it a cash bar?
I saw. I think it's a BYOB deal.
Yeah, they're just partying is what it sounds like. People who knew their vows and stuff. So it's kind of
Why? I noticed that's
Well,
happening.
it's a gay.
We've been thinking you're not going to come to my
They've
vow.
been married for 3 years.
I know. That's
You're not
why
gonna
it's a
come to
party.
my vow renewal-
Most gay marriages
Don't last that
6
long.
months.
Like an NFL thing.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not gay anymore. I need a divorce. That's what
That don't
happened to Casey.
That's what happens to
With
most
me
of
and
them because
you, yeah.
gay is a choice, as you know. So
Yeah.
a lot of times when people are into it for a few years,
You're born that way.
I mean, I was into Brussels sprouts for like 6 months, and then I got
Yeah.
bored with them, and I
made a different choice.
Yeah.
Started banging dudes.
Right. For a few years. I mean, just saying, you're right. That is a good point. You're going to have more weddings because each third year, you're still choosing to be gay. And you got to remind yourself.
You have to tamp
I gotta
down
get something out of this.
Do they think because their alternative lifestyle, we wouldn't just come to a cool gay party? Because we would.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
you didn't, apparently.
The
So
last
no, you
thing I
wouldn't.
want to go to is a wedding, though.
But it wasn't. It was a
They
unity
still did
ceremony.
all the shit, though. They did the walk down the aisle. They did wedding stuff.
What,
don't
they're
make me sit in wedding stuff.
That's
It's a
true.
party.
I went
Weddings
to
are
one this
the worst.
weekend, so I'm with
But
you.
the wedding part sucked, didn't it? It's
we
gay.
we were all
It's gay,
fucked-
even if it's
well, we
straight,
were all
it's gay.
fucked up and making jokes and laughing. Everybody was staring at us, and I felt kind of bad.
That's better if you ruin somebody's
Yeah, we
wedding.
ruined their wedding.
Yeah.
So then I feel less bad.
That's true. I have ruined most weddings I've went to recently, which is fun.
That makes it worth it.
Well, if you're gonna make me come to this fucking charade,
Yes, I'm gonna run it. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful one I went to. So
this one looked beautiful. And one thing I can say about people living that lifestyle, they're gonna take the pictures. You're gonna see them. It don't matter if you follow them on so they're gonna find a way to your eyes.
I don't know if that's just that lifestyle. I mean, I think that's
Everybody, I can block out straight weddings. I've got them all blocked. I won't see shit. A gay wedding happens somehow. Maybe it's because I searched gay wedding.
that's true.
Did the bride or the groom, or did anybody bring an animal with them? Because every gay wedding I've ever been to, there's a dog, a cat,
Ostrich.
a parakeet, an ostrich. Somebody's got an animal.
All
there.
of the above.
Okay.
I mean, they're gay. They got all of them. You got to have them.
Yeah.
You guys are like saying a lot of rando things about gays. I'm not sure are true. I'm doing research
Every
here.
gay wedding I've been to, everybody's got a dog. They
Yeah.
got a story about how they adopted a penguin.
That's Puddles, and he used to have 3 legs, but we grew one. He's 84.
This is my foster raccoon. He's a nibbler.
We found him out in the trash.
That's our parakeet. If he comes by saying something naughty, we didn't teach him that. He hears it from TV. We watch a lot of fucking Firehouse 911. It's on right after Police Force 848. You know, it's pretty good. Stop and drop roll. Yeah.
Well,
You find anything about gay wedding?
no, I was just. It's not the shift position sensor minus $50. He'll guess again.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, it could be any sensor on there. If it's on a 99 Jeep.
If it was me personally,
Has he checked the police sensor?
Yeah, he didn't even check that one.
It's police package, bud.
Yeah, it's probably just in like shut off mode so people can't steal it.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Skinman, I don't know about you, but we might be taking the trailer down there and getting old Whitey and heading back. Whitey being the Jeep, not Shannon.
Just go fix it for him.
Or we could do that.
All sales are final.
That's true.
I don't think that that's true if it's 3 days. I think that I think there's a lemon law. I think you can bring something back within 30 days, even if it's.
It crossed state lines, though.
Oh
shit. That might be illegal, anyways.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
won't-
that's the problem. You broke the law on a police car.
Oh my God.
Could be.
Why do you think I sold that fucker out of state?
I kind of have a feeling there was a few mornings when Skinman was like, "This thing ain't gonna last at all. I got to get something new." Anytime you have that feeling, don't ever sell it to somebody you see on a weekly basis. It's usually a good thing. You always take those down to Broadway and say to some lonely man,
Well,
"Here,
this way I know that I'm right.
You were right. It's not gonna make it very long." That's true. Is he all right?
I was reading the lemon laws. He said he's got a great car for sale, $6,000.
It's high. Police package.
Well, you could average on it's $3,800, so he could get at least $800. I mean, he could get 50 of that back.
One thing I do have to, my observation, and maybe you can speak to this also after just going to the wedding, Casey, is there something in white people, particularly,
Yes,
that require them to dance in groups?
that's the
Yeah,
that's the only time
insecurity.
most of them have. Yeah, insecurity and the fact that they can't dance, but with multiples together.
Not
It's a herd mentality.
Yeah, it's the buffalo stance.
You're right, and there is a lot of that if you're to go to this
It's usually
wedding.
the booze too, though.
But a lot of people will be out on the dance floor in their groups. I get that, but I'm saying
comes the herd.
I'm talking in particular if there's a themed song.
Yeah, that's the thing, and they know it. They're going to get out
Oh,
there.
like the electric slide?
but they're new versions of that, whatever those. I know
Yes.
because everybody's
if
doing
that
that.
fucking song comes on,
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
clap your hands.
Oh yeah, they did. They would do that.
Every chick, you could have a chick that's got her fucking. She's just sitting there. I'm just gonna eat the cake, take a little break for a second. Just gonna sit.
Oh
here.
shit!
Oh my god, it's the song. It's the song where it tells us what to do. I don't look like a fucking idiot in this one. I can do it. I'm gonna get up. It's like, I thought you were going to eat and rest your feet.
Nope.
Not in this one. Not this is my jam.
Yeah, I'll
This is
save
my
it
jam.
for later.
This is my jam. And
I'll
everybody
rest when
else's
I'm
jam.
dead.
Clap, clap. Yes, now turn around. And what do they even say? I think they say Charlie Brown.
Yeah, Charlie Brown. Now do the Charlie Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, and nobody knows what it is.
Oh, like a couple people do.
But the ones that truly buy in and act like it, it's like, oh, fuck.
They know the Charlie Brown.
That must be what they dip their shoulder or something. If you play the fucking chicken song, every asshole is going to go out there.
I go out there for that one.
So I mean,
if you have the kids.
I'm saying if you play the Cotton Eye Joe, I know how to. You skip 3 times, the back skip and skip. Okay, I can do this fucking shit.
I was proud of myself. I didn't go out once.
Interlock with arms. Skip, skip, skip. Back step. Wait for bullshit. Coming at the bull. Oh, been a while. Okay, now I can say it. Bullshit. Yeah, that's fun. That fun part.
I like that in middle school. That was a blast.
Meanwhile, if you were to ever go to a place that had diversity, not in necessarily the sexual diversity, because I'm sure that the gay and straight white people, white trumps gayness. Race trumps sexuality as far as our dancing skills. Just because you're gay doesn't mean you're a great dancer and you don't fall prey to all the white things that we do when we dance.
Yeah.
So race trumps it. So if you were to go to the Cowboy and clap, clap, clap your hands comes on, what you'll see is maybe like 4 or 5 black guys that are out there, and they're killing it. They're obviously the best at clapping their hands and doing the stance that you'd think nobody could be bad at.
And they can Charlie fucking Brown.
And they Charlie Brown the shit out of it. But then what you'll also notice is prowlers. These are what I want to call professional dancers. They're usually black, obviously, but they're prowlers. And what they do, even at a wedding, is they'll watch and they'll kind of just look at you as you're doing it. You won't even notice they're looking. But they're taking inventory of which ass they want and who they're going to dance with. They've seen the groups when they group off during the normal rap songs. They've seen it all. They've seen the dance moves, and then they've watched the competition of the white men during the clap, clap, clap your hands song. And so when that song cuts off, all they have to do is one slick Michael Jackson step out on that dance floor, and everything you just did in Clap Your Dance or Cotton Eye Joe is out of the fucking window in a woman's head. They're like, oh shit, I was just dancing with a moron for fucking 6 minutes. Here's a guy that can actually fucking move his hips. They go out there, they swoop in, they don't even have to look, they'll whisper in an ear. Sometimes they'll smell hair, which is weird, and then they'll just start moving their hips and dancing in front of them, and you realize, oh, this is why I don't go dancing or to weddings. You're going to get the one person you love taken away from you.
So you sent your wife by herself?
Yeah.
A scary fear that scares me.
Casey, watch a man dance sometime. You're going to find...
That's why I'm a dancer. That's why I can dance.
I'm a song and dance man. If they're going to tap dance out there, I'll go out there.
I know.
I'll fucking river step. And that used to be cool, but you're going to get in.
And I'm a Cotton Eye Joe and clap your hands, man.
You can't river dance your way to Stank on the Hang Low. It's not.
Maybe you should try that on their girls then. See if that does work.
You can't fucking tap dance and fucking line dance your way to Front Butt City. It's not happening. You can watermelon crawl your way to the fucking toilet as this brother fucking moonwalks on my pussy all night. Because that's what's happening.
I feel like this is party bus night all over again.
There's no competition. And we make ourselves look stupid. We go out there on those dances. What we should do is say, fuck you. We're not doing silly fucking group dances.
No, I'm going to try this.
I'm going to stand over here and be cool and drink beer and hit somebody with a beer bottle. So
also
dances
looked
with
down
you.
upon.
Typically, but it's the only move we got in the fucking sheath of being a white man at a dance club. You better have a beer bottle. You better be ready to hit somebody because somebody's coming after your chick.
But luckily, that's acceptable in Oklahoma.
That's right.
We'll find out in 2 weeks.
That's true. So, anyways, that's just a thought about people dancing in groups. Anyways, to the list. We do have Steve's picks tonight. He did send me a couple stories that I wanted to get to. If you wanted to talk about Blanket Jackson, speaking of Michael Jackson, Blanket just bought a house. We can dive into that. He's the youngest. He's 18. He looks great, by the way. I mean, his father's death has probably laid heavy on him for a while, but somehow he's come out looking really good. Like that guy from Spaceballs with the curly hair.
Rick Moranis?
Yeah. Blanket looked like Rick Moranis. Shark Attack, those are always fun. Man stuck in a storm tunnel. Did want to talk about that. Woman discovers plastic. Oh, that's always a funny story. Woman's been watering a plant for 2 years that was plastic.
How's your day, Grandma?
She was young. I mean, younger than... She could have been like a young grandma.
I'm going to guess she's blonde.
Oh, my God. Today, I was watering my succulent. It was so beautiful. And I was like, I love this plant. It needs a better pot. And I pulled it out and I realized it's plastic. I can't believe I wasted all that time. Yes, bitch. God?
Meanwhile, there's just moss growing in them.
Yes, bitch, you've wasted time watering a plastic plant. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Die. Partygoers jump to death. Oh, that's a good YouTube video. Do you guys want to know the fears of dry ice?
The fears?
Why you should be scared of dry ice more than the coronavirus.
Without a doubt.
Some bitch for her Instagram page. Apparently she has 1.5 million followers, which luckily or unluckily, whichever you prefer, there's not enough dry ice in the world to make all 1.5 million suffer the fate that these partygoers did. But she decided to have a fucking party where they dumped a bunch of dry ice into their pool. And then, as the steam rose up, which it's known to do with dry ice, it's why we all love it for spook houses, all the people dressed in their fucking Breaking Bad chemical outfits jumped in, not knowing that once you're in the dry ice, the lack of oxygen and the carbon dioxide will suffocate you and you'll die. So then they just died. And she filmed it all for her Instagram. Including her husband, who jumped in. Ah! Hey! And the funny thing is, because the music is...
Nobody can hear anybody.
They're just waving their hands like jackasses, and they're all white and they can't dance. So they just think you're dancing in the pool, and they're just dying.
So how many died?
I think 6.
Tragic.
Out of 1.5 million, that's not bad. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Now jump in, everybody. You too. This is great. Oh. Whatever.
Do they have a video of that? Like the people actually dying, the audio of it?
We can watch.
Is it great?
I did have a random
I gotta imagine like everybody's
lady too.
Screaming, having fun. They jump in, everybody's screaming, and then it slowly gets quieter and quieter and quieter, and then you just hear the music going.
You had a video of somebody doing that?
No, I'm saying that would be perfect if that was.
I don't
That's
know
how he
to watch
pictures it.
It's called Faces of Death, 1 through 6.
I typically don't like these, but I guess if you're gonna do shit like this, it's a learning experience for us to watch it. Like watching somebody get pushed into a train's not fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's bad. But
Well, it's fun if you got one of those sound effects like the spring that goes boring when they push it.
If you do put sound effects,
Yeah,
right.
if you put sound effects, anything's
Here's
funny.
a story about killing 3 people doing it.
That might be it. It might have only been
3 people die after visual effect. Yeah, I think that's it.
3 people. Yeah, you're right. 3 people, and then Moscow. Who cares? All right, we'll watch it.
Of course it is.
Oh, it's sponsored. This death is sponsored by Subaru. It's all new 2020 Subaru Legacy. Napa leather upholstery. Well equipped at 22,745. Almost as much as a Jeep.
Ёб твою налево! Что вообще происходит? Он умер! Все, его нет больше!
I shouldn't be laughing.
Да блин, что происходит?
They're just sending people into...
If he dies, he dies.
Fuck that bitch. This is Russia.
You've got to be tough enough to stand in dry ice. I mean, that's a lot of followers, and you got to keep them entertained. 1.5 million.
I mean,
just think, we got 2. If we had 1.5 million,
what would we be doing?
We would be shoving our dicks into dry ice, everything else. You run out of shit to do. It's like the guy that fucking tickled the bear.
I'm going to drill a hole in that bear.
You're going to get in a situation where you're going to die for your fans, man. And she didn't, so luckily she's fine. And she just lost a husband, which in Moscow, I think they kill him every third or 4 years. Isn't it the same thing as like gay divorces?
It's like a unity ceremony. I did have a random guy on Facebook today posted first a picture of a black lady standing naked out by the Via Christi. And I'm trying to figure out where this was. Somewhere downtown, there's a Wendy's by a Via Christi. So
That's smart.
He's in the drive-thru, and the captions is
Baconator,
She walked out with clothes on, stripped naked, ran out, and then he has a video of her in Wendy's flipping out naked. That scared the employees out.
Does she have a big labia?
She's huge. You only see parts of her.
Okay.
But she's like in the drive-thru and people are still in the drive-thru and she's like taking fries and I mean it's like woman of the year. I don't know. It was crazy.
It's on Facebook?
Yeah. I was trying to find the video so I could play it.
That's Facebook Dark, but you can't put that on Facebook Lite. They'll fucking block me quicker than shit. You post a camel toe picture, you're gonna get blocked on white Facebook.
I couldn't log into my account on.
I hope everybody voted. If you were able to, if it was in this area.
Yeah.
Well, you don't vote today.
I mean, this past week.
I did when I was supposed to.
Good. I'm glad. Speaking of dark women, Whoopi Goldberg.
Classy gal.
She weighs in on
I'll try to find it.
Andrew Yang, saying that he'd be a great mayor of New York. So, I mean, he would.
I'd love to see the Yanginator running that show.
But now that you got Whoopi Goldberg's endorsement.
Done.
It's happening. Hey, mama! This motherfucker right here wants to find out who I say mayor's gonna be good. I say Andrew Yang! That motherfucker's badass! Whoopi. Yeah, motherfucker.
We don't want your endorsement.
Who you talking to? Hey, mama, I got a motherfucker right here telling me who you want to be a mayor of the fucking New York's. I said Andrew Yang.
He doesn't want
you
your
seen my
endorsement.
movies? I was that bitch in Ghost, motherfucker.
I've seen your work.
I fucked Tony Danza.
Ted, but
I sucked Becca's dick clean off.
I'd watch, but
I had a groupie orgasm with all the guys from Wings.
I don't remember
sitcom
that.
or the band?
Sitcom, motherfucker. Shit. Hey, mama, this motherfucker's asking about Wings like he don't know. Justice League looking motherfucker. Fucking Captain America piece of shit. Who you voting for? Bernie. That motherfucker couldn't eat my pussy. Even if I laid it out for him at Wendy's. Right next to a hospital. So I don't know if that's what she said verbatim.
I'm pretty sure that's
It was
the
like
gist of
that.
it.
There's her naked in the parking lot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's St. Francis Hospital there.
And I don't know. I mean, the video it only shows her.
Well, it says she comes out of the hospital.
Yeah,
she could have just been born.
Yeah, so a woman comes. While I'm in Wendy's drive-thru waiting on my chicken sandwich.
That's a mistake.
She does cartwheels naked across
that's St.
Harry.
Joe.
I'm not exaggerating. I have it on video. She comes across the street, goes inside the Wendy's, jumps all over the counter, starts throwing food everywhere.
Give me some of them chicken fries, motherfucker. That's BK, ma'am. We don't have them here at Wendy's.
Here's the part where you'll start to see her through the glass because he's trying to stay away because she's crazy and he's trying to yell at her. She comes across and you see. Turn it up, but.
Was he inside the Wendy's?
He went in to film her, yeah. He's a trooper. He's the shit.
That's smart.
He listens to the show sometimes.
Gosh, no, she's in the back here, yeah.
Maybe I went too far.
Beat a bitch, knowing stuff.
There she is. She's throwing fries and
Squirting sauce everywhere.
this is today in Wichita.
Ma'am, come on, help yourself, get out of here. Ma'am, the police are on their way, get out of here, come on. Before you hurt yourself, hurt somebody.
She would make a great mayor.
That's Whoopi Goldberg when Mayor Yang turned down her endorsement. Whoop, sorry about the language. Look at that big ass booty.
Oh, she's at the drive-thru.
Yeah, if you pulled up to that drive-thru, you'd be like, what the fuck?
Squirting sauce everywhere. You gotta be kidding me.
Because somebody just ordered.
Ma'am, come on, help yourself, get out of here. Ma'am, the police are on their way, get out of here, come on. Before you hurt yourself, hurt somebody. And she's naked.
Here, scroll back to where she kind of screams a little, then press pause.
Oh, Is that the drive-thru? Squirting sauce everywhere? You gotta be kidding me. Ma'am, come on, help yourself. Get out of here. Ma'am, the police are on their way. Get out of here.
I think it was more towards the beginning. I don't know.
Over there. Over the counter or back? Calling the police. Why call them?
Beeping's annoying. I guess that's the alarm.
Over there. Over the counter or back there? It's the only shit.
Here, we'll try this. Every time I point at you, just press play.
Okay.
This spring, Wichita, Kansas. One sister has found a new act.
Have you guys called the police?
Whoopi Goldberg is the naked Wendy's crazy bitch. From the makers of Saw, Armageddon, and the guy who gave Ben Affleck a career.
Don't get fired up at me.
This bitch sure done gone crazy.
What is going on?
PG-13.
Works.
I liked it. I'd watch.
I don't know if it works. Here, we'll try this. Try it with motivational. Oh, wait.
Searching for family vacations?
I am.
Find it with Burbo.
I found one.
Search millions of amazing vacation
With
homes.
all my friends and my family. And not their...
She grew up in a small town. A girl barely able to read learned to teach herself with a paint-by-number book. She took a job as a RN. Saving people was all she cared about. Till one day, she flipped out.
What is going on?
Wanda Sykes is the bitch that just didn't care.
Wave Beats Music.
Look at that big ass booty.
That works too. I guess anything works with that on it. We'll have to save that. That's good stuff. That's a friend of yours that found that?
Yeah, this guy, he finds this stuff. He's the guy that did it. He's the one videoing it. That's him talking, ma'am, the cops.
Did he say big booty bitch?
No, that was a different person. That's the black person in there. He's not black.
A better dancer.
Yes. Well, he's a pretty good dancer.
I'm sure.
He does Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
I mean, it's a group dance thing, but yeah, he's all right. I could line dance.
Look at that big old booty.
See if I got my music here.
Sorry, I meant to send that to you earlier, Eric.
Man stuck in Temecula storm drain tunnel fought off firefighters before his rescue. Firefighters on Tuesday, March 3rd, freed a man they found stuck in a storm drain tunnel underneath a Temecula neighborhood, but only after they endured hours of resistance, including kicking and thrown items. A California Fire Riverside County captain said, the man was described as combative. More than 8 hours after he was discovered in the tunnel just after 1 a.m., the unidentified man was removed and taken to a hospital for treatment of moderate injuries. The man was in the area of Hickory Place and Lilac Way, you know the place, next to the flowers that aren't real. 250 to 270 feet inside the tunnel that feeds from a neighborhood into a storm runoff channel that runs along the Pachanga Parkway. And I loved her in Boy Meets World. The tunnel that begins at 28 inches in diameter as it meets the channel, but narrows under the streets to about 20 inches. It's getting tighter in here. It's getting tight.
A little snug.
After firefighters who had been trying to rescue him from behind, that's the problem. Entered the tunnel, so they were looking at him face. You know what? Let's go to the other fucking side.
I'd rather see it from this view.
Let's go to the other side, boys. Hey, we're having all kinds of trouble back here, officer. I mean, the guy's kicking the fuck out of us. We can't seem to pull him out.
His arms are stuck behind him, too.
So he's just kind of wiggling his fucking little fingers at us. We can't seem to get him out of here. Hey, bud, you tried going to that? I'm Rob Lowe from Firefighter 911. Have you ever tried going to the other side and just kind of pushing him on the forehead, popping him out that way, you know? Seems like he crawled in and then it got tighter. Get a stick or some shit and fucking poke him in the eye till he kind of backs out.
So grab his feet and push him through?
You ever worked on a 1999 Jeep Cherokee and had to use a shitload of extensions?
Well, like is it a police package?
For like a bail housing.
On a police package, though,
Police
right?
package.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, change the
7
sensor.
extensions.
Get those extensions.
Okay.
Go into the front of the tunnel, kind of punch him in the face with it. He'll pop right out of there.
So you put... But who's pushing? Somebody still pushes from the back, right?
No, you want to get out of the way in the back. That's what I'm saying. There's a couple feet back there that seem to be kicking you for about 6 hours. Thought you guys would have figured
Somebody
this
should
out.
hold them while we pull him through.
Well, then we'd have to push both of you. I'm saying...
Do you have a drill? We could drill it forward and drill right to his head.
I noticed you guys tried to drill him through the side for some stupid
we're gonna
reason.
turn him.
Well,
We
right.
were going to turn him
You
like a
used
dolphin.
A quarter-inch drill. You drilled... I think you got into him a little bit.
We did. He was kicking.
Yeah,
I said, guess what? Let's drill him.
I see that. I'm just
Drill
saying
him.
maybe get on front of him, just kind of push him in the forehead, pop him in the forehead.
Rogers, does this make any sense to you?
He's a poo-poo boy.
Captain, did you still want all this dry ice?
You brought it, didn't you?
Yeah, I got
Put it in the tunnel. Fuck this shit.
Yes.
Put it in the tunnel. Say there's some sort of smoke explosion down here. We'll lose one. Who cares? He's a doo-doo face. He's one of those fucking tunnel crawlers. We don't care. Why are we wasting time on this guy? Put a pipe bomb in there. Shit. It's stupid. Anyways, they wasted 8 hours, and then, with taxpayer money, which
Pushed him from the
California has a lot of,
Well, duh.
they pushed him right out of the backside of that fucking thing and took him to the hospital, where they found out he was just hungry.
Yeah, he would have been fine, minus the 8 hours stuck in the fucking...
This guy's just give him a Snickers, man. He was able to cooperate, and we walked and talked and reassured him. And it was the rescue, once they got in front of him. Hey, we're here. We're not just fucking little gremlins
We're not a bunch of little rats nibbling at your toes.
little troll monsters back here fucking tickling your ankles and shit. We're actually firemen. Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, shit, was that you by my feet?
thought you was my wife. I was
kicked the
trying to
fuck out of
burrow.
those raccoons there by my feet. That was us. Oh,
I thought
shit.
this was a ditch witch.
That's my bad, man. Yeah, I'll fucking cooperate. Push me right out of here.
Who
Shit.
drilled me in the side? Just quick question. It hurts.
Yeah,
Who drilled me?
What if you fucking blew a blessing in here through this drill hole?
One of y'all got pretty handsy down there.
Yeah, I came. I'm orgasmed in here. This
That was not my hand you were
seminal
yanking
vesicle
on.
fluid. Jesus, there's a lot of that in here. So
You ever
anyways,
been
he's
in
fine.
a 99 Jeep? It's similar.
It is. It's seminal. Seminal vesicle. Apparently, Matilda's mad at you. Other breaking news. So, sorry.
News!
That's
Yeah.
not news.
She's not happy. And I don't know if I've ever seen her mad. So that's something.
One time she
Oh,
came
I
over
have.
and the golf cart wasn't running. She was...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I see a pattern here.
I pissed her off a lot because I ran down the golf course or the golf cart on purpose because I knew she was coming up.
That, anytime it seems like, yeah, it's something to do with her escaping on 4 wheels and you've ruined it in some way.
Or he's saved her from running away from home. I mean...
That's true. There's a possibility that we've kept her with her family for another night.
If she ran away,
One
she wouldn't be able to buy
night
that Jeep.
with you.
It's true. All right. Find out what this fucker did. Oh, we got news from Steve. Steve's picks.
Yeah. One of them was a great one. The hockey story one.
Yeah, got it here. News! Canadian boy, 8 years old, wins $200 worth of pot products at youth hockey tournament. He shoots, he scores. Some pot. An 8-year-old and Canadian, so that's weird. Boy,
Well,
won
it's like
200
33 in America. That's
right.
fine.
It's dog years, right?
Fine, yes.
He was born on leap year.
Okay, that makes sense. won $200 worth of marijuana edibles and related paraphernalia at a youth hockey tournament raffle, and his grandfather is furious about it. I hate it. According to the report, the boy thought he was entering a contest for tasty chocolates and other treats, but it wasn't until he won that his family realized he had put money down on a pile of legal cannabis products. My grandson thought he had won a great prize, eh? Dad, I won the chocolate, eh? No, son, there's bad drugs in the chocolate, eh? How do you explain that to a kid, eh? The gift basket was one of the several that each of the team brought to the Dawson Creek Minor Hockey Tournament over the weekend, a long-standing fundraiser for the league that typically includes kid-friendly prizes like movie tickets, board games, or junk food.
Edibles.
And homegrown.
Radel said his son took his grandson to the tournament and gave him a few raffle tickets for the boy to place in the basket of his liking.
Hey, kid, buy some weed.
I like this one.
Yeah, this one says, yummy tummy.
And then at the end of the tournament, the family was notified that he'd won the prize, and it was a prize of $200 worth of pot.
Everything your kid picked out was.
The boy's father, who is Rydel's son, later claimed the prize, which includes edibles, a pipe, and a lighter. I'll take it.
Yeah, I like the stuff. Just don't get to
Hey,
an 8-year-old.
Dad,
That's
hey.
fucked up.
Fuck, man, if they're going to fucking give it to us, we might as well take it.
Well, I mean,
Hey.
yeah. But
I'm
we bitch about it. Give him some other free edibles that aren't
Shit.
pot related.
He's 8. He don't know.
He don't need edibles.
The raffle winner was told the basket contained cannabis products and was given the option of not accepting the prize. The statement said, referring to Rydel's adult son who'd picked up the prize, the winner chose to take the prize. Their identification was checked to ensure they were the legal pot age, which is 19 in Canada, which is 48 in American.
63, but okay.
Okay. I was a policeman for 32 years, and you try to protect people from stuff, and then your 8-year-old grandson brings up running into this. It's just ridiculous. Listen, old man, it's 2020, bud.
Yeah, bud, let your kid get high. I mean, no.
Let your fucking kid smoke fucking pot, bud. I'm telling you.
It's Canada, eh?
Come on, eh?
Now, that does seem unique, but like when you were reading it and when I read it, it sounded like he picked out what you would shoot for, and basically everything the kid picked out was pot related. I mean, I think there was other prizes there. Movies
Golly, I'd like to get this one, Dad. This
has
one
a
seems nice.
Cool leaf on it.
Oh, wow. Grandpa, I put my raffle ticket in this one. It's got a big smoking pipe in there. It's
For
made
you
of
and your
glass.
tobacco.
You can smoke your tobacco, Grandpa. It's going to be really tasty.
I'm eating the chocolates.
They look really good. This one's shaped like a dick. I love hockey, Grandpa. A.
Hey.
A.
News.
So Steve's, that was one of Steve's picks. Got
Good
one
pick.
more. I do. This one's more of a visual, but I think we can do it.
You want me to get that video going again?
Might need
You want
it.
to see those tits or?
News! IMPD releases sketch of man who abducted, sexually assaulted teen girl. Indianapolis, Indiana. Police released a sketch of a man they claim abducted and sexually assaulted a teen girl. The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department asked you to say that 4 times fast before you reported the incident. On Tuesday, August 13th, 2019, around 7:30 p.m., a 16-year-old girl was walking to a friend's home in the 3700 block of Breen Drive when she was abducted by the suspect at gunpoint. It's fairly disturbing, really.
Get in the car,
said Daniel Rosenberg with Crime Stoppers. Hi, I'm Daniel Rosenberg.
I like
He
rape.
basically just leans out the window and, with a gun, tells her to get in. It works every time. These things are very, very rare. We're not having a rampant sexual assaults all over Indianapolis, but it can happen, said Rosenberg. Luckily, they had a police sketch artist around to sketch it out for you. He had an overbite on his bottom teeth and a very round face, so I think this guy is going to stick out. Here's the photo my kid drew.
There's a gorilla with hair abducting people.
There's a woman in Wichita that looks exactly like this, running from a hospital to Wendy's right now.
Yes.
Okay, so a little more shading on the forehead then. Okay, but the
You want to
mouth?
lighten this up maybe just a touch? A little skosh? Pull it back some?
There was sun shining through the window. There's probably like a highlight on his cheeks, probably, right? The lips are right, though, and the mouth? That's right? Okay.
Forehead is higher.
Okay. I'll just draw, like, longer hair. It should be fine. And we'll post this on every poll in the city. We'll find this man yet. That's what we do here in French Lick.
What do the polls have to do with it?
That's true. Here you go. See if our voice was right.
I think the suspect seen in this sketch picked his victim in this neighborhood at random. That makes the case both unusual and scary. It's also a case that could serve a larger safety lesson.
Dropped off at a bus stop near 38th and Post, a 16-year-old girl told police she was walking to a friend's home in this neighborhood when a man abducted her at gunpoint.
It's fairly disturbing, really. He basically just leans out the window with a gun and tells her to get in.
Daniel Rosenberg with Crime Stoppers says the victim claims she was sexually assaulted inside an older tan SUV last August before being released.
You think Andrew Yang will be a good mayor?
Was targeted.
I think she's a good one.
These things are very, very rare.
Get in.
You know, we're not having rampant sexual assaults all over Indianapolis.
We have a few.
I mean, not rampant.
Not rampant.
It can happen.
This police sketch shows the attacker described as a heavy-set man with a lazy eye and other distinct features.
He has an overbite on his bottom teeth and kind of a short afro with a very round, larger face. So I think this gentleman is going to stick out.
Because the suspect showed some directional awareness
with that lazy eye.
Shrimp kebab, shrimp gumbo, fried shrimp, boiled shrimp.
driving around this neighborhood, which is filled with dead-end streets and cul-de-sacs, as well as winding roads.
Lots of places to sexually assault.
He may have lived in the area
Lots of
at
them.
one time.
If you're from around that area, he may not live in it anymore, but he certainly was familiar with it.
The victim told detectives her attacker was quiet and soft-spoken during the crime. Police remind everyone walking alone anywhere in the city to always watch your surroundings.
One of the important.
Meanwhile, Forrest Whitaker is moving from Indiana back to L.A. It's very quiet. Like to play with ham radios. Had a best friend he said could move pencils with his mind. Soft-spoken. I don't know. Nothing really stands out. Had a lazy eye. That's something. Very directionally aware. Lots of fucking little spots here that you could get caught up in. Cul-de-sacs, turnarounds, dead ends. He knew where he was going. He's been here before.
To teach your children is you got to be aware of what's around you,
Man
where
with
you
gun.
are, what you're doing. This particular example, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's important that we get those folks off the street.
Finally, anyone with information on the suspect in this sketch is still asked to contact Crime Stoppers. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
Fox 59.
He also looks kind of like that.
I drew this one at home. I drew this turtle. I drew this pirate. I drew this criminal.
I drew a sketch of Michael Jackson.
You can go to Marysville College. And listen, Crime Stoppers isn't trying to say that this girl did anything wrong. But what she did not do is buy the DVD set of How Not to Get Sexually Assaulted that Crime Stoppers puts out every year. It's $19.99, and it will teach your son or daughter or any young person how not to get sexually assaulted by Forrest Whitaker. We try to keep the streets safe here in Indianapolis. That's something we aim to do by selling these DVDs of me instructing young girls or young boys on how not to get sexually assaulted. It's not a rampage. It's not a rampant parts.
Just flip through to chapter 3 right here. Always rotate to the bad eye of the assailant.
When he is speaking to you, use your feet to swivel to the lazy eye of Mr. Whitaker. If you can, bring a Cuban woman with you at all times. He will be enthralled with her.
Always carry string cheese with you. If he's a heavy-set fellow, he'll have to make a choice.
Or become friends with Cuba Gooding Jr., who was also in the role Boys in the Hood with Forrest Whitaker.
And ma'am, what did he do when you pulled out your road flare? What do you mean you didn't have one?
So let me get this straight. You're walking to a friend's from the Arctic Circle, right?
Turn on and talk to Nick Cage when you're...
Okay, 10 minutes. That makes sense. It was 10 miles.
Well, I was running outdoors.
Was that an outdoor? Yeah, obviously it was outdoor.
You weren't on a treadmill. There's no way you could do that on a treadmill.
What I don't understand is, how'd she get away? Because she's the one that's describing it. Was this just a kindly old man giving her a ride? I mean, the gun part, but a lot of people have guns.
Yeah.
Everybody has guns.
Well, if I pull over and I offer a hitchhiker a ride, I always do it at gunpoint. That way they know ain't no shit turning on me.
It's safer.
Hey, you need a ride?
You drive, I'm going to sit in the fucking back with my gun on you, and then...
Well, if you were to accept a ride from somebody, wouldn't you feel more protected accepting a ride from somebody that was armed? In case some shit was about to go down?
Gun's already out. Yeah.
In Indianapolis, yes.
I didn't know Indianapolis was so
Oh,
hard.
it's bad.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the St. Louis of the West.
I mean, it's...
Yeah, it's west.
I meant west of
New York.
Delaware.
It is east of St. Louis.
Yeah, but they called it St. Louis of the West long before St. Louis was even a state. So, yeah. I just heard St. Louis was bad. That's just because Nelly told me. And most of my bad geography comes from Nelly songs.
Yeah, no one goes to East St. Louis.
Or Indianapolis.
Not East Indianapolis.
Also true.
Where's Larry Bird from, though? He's from French
Lick, Indiana.
Which is a couple miles.
Hop, skip, and jump away.
Outdoor running, you'd be there in 8 to 9
23 minutes.
Yeah, 23. That's about how far I could run.
Yeah.
Should be fine. That shit don't happen to Bird, though. You can't get fucking Tyler Perry looking motherfucker to pull up, tap it onto Larry Bird. That ain't happening. He'll Birdman you. He bought those DVDs.
Dude, he'll get that flare out quick.
That bitch has been stopping crime since he played with. He was the only white guy on the team for a long time. You know road flare work.
And he's sneaky fast.
He's white guy fast.
Yeah.
White guy dance moves still dance with groups, but you're right.
He's like a possum. They don't look very fast, but they get a skedaddling.
If you blink that lazy eye one time, he's gone.
You wander that thing off for a split second.
Try to get some fucking fluid back in it or some air into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll roundhouse that size 14 upside that bad eye.
Fucking tray. Boom. Fucking hit you, man. Gotta be careful who you're abducting. As an abductor, you gotta be careful.
You would never abduct Larry Bird to begin with. He's huge. I mean,
he looks bigger on TV.
Well, he's a friendly guy. You're going to have to abduct him.
I don't think he's friendly at all.
Shucks.
He's not friendly at all.
Oh, you got a gun. Shucks.
I think you guys got a different impression of the Birdman.
Oh, darn it. I'm about to beat your old ass, aren't I? You old Forrest Whitaker looking motherfucker. Oh, darn.
You got an awful overbite there.
Why don't you hop out of the gosh darn shanty car, you old prick?
Get in the car.
Oh, well, is this gun going to scare me? I got a running road flare right here. I'll pop you in the old cheek with
Do it.
Done.
Do it.
See how sneaky fast I am? Peel your cheek. There's a road flare in it.
There is.
You just been birded. Bird shitted. So, I don't know. Don't go to Indiana, it sounds like. There's some shit going down. Till they catch him, at least.
Should be easy.
With those pictures, they should find him pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. How many people have they killed because of those pictures? Look like it. If there's even that looks like
about every month we put one of these pictures up just to give kind of cops an idea to shoot on site.
But if somebody looks like that picture, you should shoot them.
We did.
That's an escaped ape.
We did. Then we changed the picture.
Okay.
Shot the other ones. It's getting safer around here. I gotta say. I mean, for some people, it's getting safer.
For some, it's getting a lot more dangerous.
Some, they'd say the danger's kind of coming from the police force. I don't know. But, you got to clean up the neighborhood your way. I clean up mine.
We're going to riot.
Not many of you anymore. Good luck. I'll have Bird there.
But pass us the ball.
Just saying. Before we go, can we talk about Phil Mickelson not blinking in commercials?
Never
Speaking
noticed
of
that
lazy
thing.
eyes, I brought it up years ago with the Embryl commercial because he's done multiple ones.
Well,
now.
Embryl, that's a side effect.
Bud, It's about joint pain. The dude's got joint pain. He's a left-handed golfer. He's been golfing goofy his whole life. Of course he's got joint pain. He's doing everything backwards. But the problem is, scientists have discovered a formula that will make your joint pain go away. At least that's what this dickhead's getting claimed, as far as the commercials. What the fuck is wrong with him? I get, maybe it makes you a better golfer. And I've never watched Tiger Woods. Maybe he doesn't blink. Watch any of the commercials, and it's a drinking game I have. This is the first one. There's not a blink, is there?
Oh my God.
No blink.
That guy's
No blink. Even when you think there should be a blink coming
Oh,
up.
he blinked.
That's not a blink, though. That was a look down where the hand's at. That's a handshake.
We can call that.
How many times that guy blinked?
100,000.
Look at that fucking stare, man.
I think he may be part hawk.
I get it, bud. You don't want your joints to hurt, but if you ever want to blink again, you better stay off this shit, because you're going to be walking around wide-eyed.
Felt eagle-eyed everywhere you go. Yeah, that's the look of the Falcon right there. You got it.
Finish this podcast without blinking.
It's too much smoke. There's no way.
It's burning already.
It is kind of had.
Look, he's so happy he's crying.
I don't know if there's a new one. That's the 2012 one. There's a new one. There's a 2019. Can you do 2019, Embryl? Because you'd think it's been 7 years. This guy's got comfortable behind the camera. He doesn't have to look like a fucking mook the whole time, walking around not blinking. Either that or it's true.
Maybe it's some deep fake stuff, some cyborg stuff going on there.
A lot of people say that his stance and stuff is robotic.
They had a big enough budget to superimpose his face. They just couldn't do the eyelids. That was
Well,
beyond
what about
the
we going to do
budget.
about the body? Just get basically anybody. Just nobody knows what Phil Mickelson's body looks like.
Yeah, just get a dummy and make it left-handed.
That's going to be the hard part. There it is.
I don't think this is just pictures.
Yeah, my dad did grilled cheese. That's it. Oh, yeah, you're just on pictures, bud. You're not going to find a picture of him blinking. That's fucking good luck. Be the fastest camera man in the world.
No, that's Forrest Gump. That's another picture of Forrest Gump.
I'm Phil Mickelson. That's me. Long before I had psoriatic arthritis.
No blinks in there then either.
That kid's right-handed.
Flash forward, and psoriatic arthritis started getting to the
No blink. No blink. Oh, keep it on. Keep it on for this.
So you can get back to being your true self.
No blink.
Definitely didn't blink when he putted there. How did he not blink in the sun? He just stared all the way around the room and didn't even blink to move.
Yeah, right. Play ping pong with that guy.
that
Good
don't
fucking
blink.
luck. Keep your eye on the ball, son. Now, I know it's weird to wake your wife up in the middle of the night and say, I'm fucking telling you, even in this commercial, he doesn't blink.
That seems normal.
Watch it. Watch it again, babe. Can't fucking find one, can you?
Why doesn't Visine sponsor him?
He's got to be shooting.
1-800-CONTACTS.
The person drawing him made him blink. God damn it.
Just out of spite.
All right. Please download as soon as possible. Everyone download this app. Basically, you record where and when you pooped, and also you can rate your experience. We can have contests of who pooped the most, or just using this as a bonding thing.
That's a 3-star shitter.
That's from my youngest sister to the family group. So, looks like we got a new game coming up that Gump can be the winner of.
Oh, man.
He's been doing it for years.
Nobody's been playing along.
All right.
So you've been on this non-blinking kick since 2012?
Yeah.
Because your wife had just texted.
Oh, the group?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
He actually woke me up to tell me that in 2012.
Babe, watch this fucking guy.
What?
I used to
everything
wake
okay?
her up in 2012. No. Should I wake her? I don't bother her.
I'll just put
It's
another
a fire.
pillow on her head.
It is a fire.
It's
but
only a fire.
Yeah.
Wrap her in a wet blanket.
I'll call Rob Lowe.
It's a small fire.
I'll wake her when her breakfast is ready.
I lit the fire, but
Smells good. Smells good in here. You're cooking. You're dying.
I hope no fire incidents ever happen because you've already.
What?
Your out's out.
What do you mean?
I mean, like if an accidental thing were to ever happen.
Luckily, I don't do anything that could be fire related.
That's true.
Ever.
And you've told me many times you're
Like
fire
doing
retarded.
my floor and grinding nails with a grinder. Hey, smoke alarm's going off.
Okay.
I'll pull a battery. I can see the fire if it happens. That was a scary moment in the
Sparks are into the wall. I put all these oily rags up there to protect the wall.
Should be fine. I sprayed Pam right there it'll slide right off.
Should be fine. That was a questionable moment.
You should probably not soak your grinder blades in gas before you use them. It doesn't
Wetting them down.
Yeah, it doesn't extend the life
Cuts
of
through the metal easier.
Gotta lubricate it.
Yeah. You should learn that, Andy, for your job interview. Just saying. They're going to ask that question. What do you know?
Is a fish that will
What
eat
do you know?
anything just as long
that we can't
as that
teach you?
thing is edible. It will even eat things such as dirt.
Just talk to him about National Treasure, bud. Get any job you want.
Hobbies? 3-wheel bicycling?
I'm glad you asked. Nick Cage. Go.
If you ever meet a carp and you take him to your house, make sure that
Don't let your
he's
meatloaf,
really,
everybody.
really clean.
We were going to do our Patreon show tonight for Steve and Chris and whoever else wants to support us on Patreon, which I don't think anybody does. But Mexico wasn't here, and I didn't want to do it without him. So look forward to a family vacation where March 16th, we're doing all kinds.
Thursday, the week of March 16th.
Yeah, March 16th, the week of March 16th.
3 days post 16th.
3 days after March 16th, we will be down at Lake Texoma in Kingston, Oklahoma.
Wait with a name we can trust.
So if you want to go, let us know. We'll send an Uber.
Should be plenty of room in the place.
Oh, I did get a sprawling estate right on the lake. I haven't seen it yet, totally. It's not enough cameras to get enough pictures. There's not a camera big enough for this place.
It's a 30-foot long one.
You'd need a panoramic shot. You need a drone to
It's a
take
chicken
pictures.
house, isn't it?
It's cheap, bud.
Dude, it's a split level
It's
trailer. Have you ever seen a split level trailer?
What's really cool
It's
is
just
since
part of
it
it's
sleeps
stalling
8,
in.
You're taking your family, so you got 4. So between me, Casey,
Sleeps 8
Smoothie,
separately.
and Mexico, we got it.
My family sleeps together anyways. One
Same
bed's
bed.
fine.
Stack them up.
One bed's fine. This little monkey fell off the bed. We play that game every night. Oh, by the way, Eric's bringing his family too. So
I'm sending my family. I'm not going.
Well,
yeah, one way or the other, they're going to be there. Don't let your meatloaf, everybody.